like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos. Hit that like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get all of our updated videos when we drop them. As well, if y'all go to our Cash App, you know what I'm saying, for the support, go to Cash App, $BJizzle, BJIZZLLE. Y'all can see on the screen, PayPal at Broadview Masters, or y'all can send a comment through our super comments, our super chat. If you guys have a comment that y'all want read, I will make sure to gladly have that read for y'all and answer the question or the comment. I won't be able to get to every single comment in the chat, so that's a way to get to us, man. But nonetheless, man, let's get to it, man. Let's get through some of these comments in the chat right now. My man Allen, he said Heat versus Nuggets finals. I don't mind rooting for either one of them. Yes, sir. That's a good matchup. Salute to my guy. The really said salute BJ and Chad. Jim, that dude Jimmy is something. We wish him and Rose could have done something in Chicago. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute to my man. Thomas Talented. He said, let me see. Let me read one of his comments. He said, I had the Celtics versus Nuggets pretty serious. However, Celtics are on the ropes already. Heat shooters are only going to shoot better even at home. Nuggets and Lakers series ain't over for sure. Hey, man, appreciate the comment. My man Tunis Sports said Boston, I think, is better on the road, and Lakers going back home, I expect them to win tonight, right? My girl Hope said Jamal Murray versus Jimmy Butler in the finals would be something special. And then my little bro plays with Keith said, what is good? Was it good? Boston had the game, but dropped the ball. Too many turnovers. All right. So 11 people in the chat, man. Let's get those likes up. Man, we should have over 11 likes right now. Let's get those chats up. Let's get those likes up. All right, man. So last night we saw a very, very very good game between the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. The game was 111 to 105 with the Miami Heat prevailing. You know what I'm saying? The Heat and the Boston Celtics, really, they're heated rivals. They've been playing heated rivals since pretty much the bubble. In the bubble, the Miami Heat beat the Boston Celtics, I believe in 6 games. And last year, you saw the Celtics beat the Miami Heat in 7 games in Miami. And this year, you guys are seeing the Heat beating up on the Boston Celtics. They're up 2-0, 2-0. So they do have some history, and they do have a rivalry going. And you can even say that back to since the LeBron James, D Wade, Chris Bosh versus, KG, Ray Allen, and, Paul Pierce. You know what I'm saying? You could say that, even the back of the, early 2010s. So they've been a heated rivalry since, I would say 2007 when LeBron came to the Miami Heat, or 2010 when LeBron James came to the Miami Heat. So let's go through some of these comments, man. Or let's go through some of these stats that we got right here, as I do every single show. Right now, as we can see, the Miami Heat and Boston are, they're not shooting the ball well. They didn't shoot the ball particularly well yesterday from the field. They shot, around 45%, 46%. That's very average. And then you look at the three-point shooting, they shot, Miami shot 34% to Boston's 28%. That's bad. You already know that, we want a team shooting around 40% from the field or from the three. They both shot well from the free throw line. Miami 94 to Boston's 87. Miami killed on the boards. I'm gonna get on the reason why they killed on the boards in a minute, but they dominated the boards last night, and that's surprising coming from a team like Boston, who has like a Robert Williams, and they have, guys that can crash. Miami just out hustled them on the boards, both offensively and defensively, as y'all can see. The assists, not too much of a difference, 23 to 22. The blocks went to Boston, which was, quite a, surprising, but they went to Boston. Steals went to Miami because they have a lot of scrappy guards and people get after it. You know what I'm saying? Miami's always, a team that closes the gaps. They are good help side defense on defense with Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Caleb Martin, Jimmy Butler. All those guys, Kyle Lowry, are very, very good help side defenders. You go from that, you go from the Celtics turnovers. Of course, they have more because they had so many steals from Miami that those convert to turnovers. Points in the paint, even. Personal fouls goes to, the Miami Heat with less fouls. So all in all, if I look at this stat sheet right here, I see, particularly pretty even. Some categories Miami had the upper hand, some categories Boston had the upper hand. And it pretty much just came down to, the last 4 minutes of that game. And a lot of people will think that the last 4 minutes of the game came to this right here. Right? That was when the game shifted. I think the game was 87-96. And Jimmy Butler presumed to make, I believe, 4 straight baskets on Grant Williams. This was a turning point of the game. Now, I'm still laughing at this photo because I just saw the video of after this happened, Jimmy Butler drove down the lane, got an and one on Grant Williams, and that's when this play happened. So that's why I asked. I pretty much labeled this thumbnail right here saying "Don't poke the bear." All right, 16 people in here. Let's get them likes up, man. We got a great show for y'all today. Get them likes up. Alan, my man, said, thanks for the $1.99 donation. He said Butler's a superstar. I believe so. Hey, we're gonna get to that in a minute, man. Appreciate y'all, with the comments. Appreciate the $1.99 donation, Alan. Appreciate you. Y'all can put in the comment section. Do y'all feel like Jimmy Butler's a superstar right now? Do y'all think he's a star? We're gonna talk about it. But from what I seen yesterday's game, what I saw was in Miami's favor. We're gonna talk about them. Let me move this out the way for y'all so y'all can see better. I saw a couple things that stood out to me. Well, actually 3 things. Bam Adebayo's finally starting to play like a second star. Right around the bubble time, it's like, right around, about a month ago, I was saying to myself that Bam Adebayo should possibly be traded in the offseason because he could not score worth anything on the offensive end. This has been a problem with Bam Adebayo for a few years now. He's inconsistent when it comes to scoring the ball. He's a good defensive, great defensive player, athletic, high energy guy, gets rebounds, but with the Miami Heat already struggling to score as it is, they need Bam Adebayo to put up baskets. I saw he was very limited with his offensive skill. He catches the ball and goes straight to the middle on the left and just, tries to pull up on that little mid-range shot. That's the only move he truly has, right? So he doesn't have much of a bag on offense. So when I look at Bam Adebayo, I see somebody that needs to get more offensively polished. And I think he needs more offensively, nurtured. But he's been showing himself, in this Boston series. Hell, you can even say in the New York series, he's been showing himself being able to score the ball. So he had 22 points and 17 rebounds. That's why the Miami Heat was able to out-rebound Boston last night. And that was very huge, especially down that stretch. All right, so let's go into a few other people. Caleb Martin, man, has taken the place officially of Tyler Hero and Victor Oladipo. Y'all gotta remember. I'll say Victor Oladipo, because Tyler Hero is primarily there to score the ball. So Miami's doing this without one of their top 3 scorers, and they're doing it without one of their other good two-way players in Victor Oladipo. Really, if you look at the Miami Heat roster, they're not filled with a bunch of stars. You see a lot of players who's really like undrafted. You see players that are trying to look out and get their spot. You just see a bunch of guys who are role players. As y'all look at this roster, who really stands out for you? Kevin Love is older now. He's no longer the player he once was. We already talked about Bam Adebayo. Gabe Vincent, undrafted, but what he is, he's somebody that actually is I think 6'4", could knock down shots, who plays tough, gritty defense. You got Max Strus, who's turned into a very, very, very good shooter. Hits big shots, who's very confident in his jumper, beautiful jumper, and he's very scrappy on defense. Caleb Martin came into his own on that Miami Heat team. Duncan Robinson has been hitting shots really in the place of Tyler Hero. They brought him off the bench. He wasn't playing much, this season. But everybody at Miami Heat team, this what goes back to being ready and being prepared. They have guys on that bench who's actually prepared for this moment. Kyle Lowry, even though he had 0 points, we've seen him in the playoffs. We've seen him in certain games. He's already a big, tough shot maker, and he's somebody that's actually gritty on the defensive end. Cody Zeller, I mean, he's there. But at the end of the day, there's nobody on this Miami team that really stands out. So what I see is a team that's battle tested, not the most talented, but very physically and mentally tough. And I see a team that's actually, they know their role. They're very comfortable who they are. I also see a team that feels like they're, disrespected. Bam Adebayo spoke about this last night after the game. I watched on the Heat post game. He said he's tired of, hearing in the media not giving them the credit. And they use that as like a chip on their shoulder, like motivation. And then after they won game 2, Bam Adebayo quickly said, the job is not done. The job is not done. So these guys are locked in right now. These guys are locked in. These guys are super locked in. And like I tell y'all before, when a team looks like a certain way, make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all got 18 people here. Let's hit that like button, man. Let's get those likes up. When you guys look at the reason why they're being like this, is because of this guy right here. This is the reason why they're where they're at right now. This is the reason. There's no debate about it. Jimmy Butler is the reason why they're where they are right now. He said this right after the Knicks game 3. He said, "I'm the best player in the world. Double teams, triple teams don't matter." See, Jimmy Butler's one of them guys that if you play with him and you're not particularly like a star or even a starter or somebody who, came into the league more with the, underdog mentality, he gives you belief to, be a better version of yourself. That's how, Jimmy Butler is. That's who he is. That's who Jimmy Butler truly is. For the last, I would say about 6 years, Jimmy Butler has been labeled as somebody who's hard to play with. Y'all go back to Minnesota, where he had that incident at the practice facility with, the Timberwolves, that famous interview he had with Rachel Nichols, telling them like they need him, like he needs them. They need him. That's what he said to them in the scrimmage. Basically feeling like guys on that team weren't as serious as him and as passionate as him, who didn't want it as bad as him, who came to practice and came to games who were not looking to win. So he called him out. He got out of Minnesota. He goes to Philadelphia, a team that he was with the MVP and Joel Embiid. He leaves that situation because he feels like that team wasn't organized and they didn't know what they were doing in the front office. He talked about this on the JJ Redick podcast. They labeled him still as hard to play with. Here comes Jimmy again, hard to play with. You can't, you have to monitor him. He finally goes to Miami, a team that has been championship driven, has been able to, has so much success. And they've actually been able to be a team that actually fits his personality and who he is. And what has he done? He's been to 3 conference finals, including this year. Well, actually, 2020? 2020. Yeah, 3 conference finals. And now he's possibly going to be to 2 NBA finals. Was it 3 conference finals? Because he went 2020 last year. And then this year, yeah, 3 conference finals and possibly a second NBA finals this year. He's done more than a lot of players in the NBA, but he doesn't get the same respect and credit. So my question is why? Why is it that Jimmy Butler, people are so hesitant to name him as a top 5 player? This guy in the playoffs has done just as much as anybody in the league. Name 5 players who's had more success than Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. Name 5 who's been to 3 conference finals in the last 4 years. Who's been to NBA finals in the last 4 years? who's had teams that you can't even name their starting five, but he ends up getting them to the finals or the conference finals anyway. Give me 5 players. Because what you talking about, the playoffs? Yeah. The playoffs is what you're supposed to build your legacy on, bro. Can't do it in regular. Okay, this is why I wanted to go. When I wanted to go, he said you don't do it in the regular season. Let me look at something. Let me look at something real quick. Y'all hold tight. Y'all hold very tight. Give me like 1 second. I'm gonna answer that question. Hit the like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe. If you guys got any comments y'all want to, me have read, make sure y'all hit that super chat. Also, you guys, we're gonna start having an announcement starting next month on June 1st. We're gonna actually have an announcement, and it's gonna be for all the subscribers who's constantly a part of the, been a part of the podcast. I want to do something special for y'all, man, starting next month. So make sure y'all hang tight, and we'll go from there. Because I want to, address this question, this comment Steven said that he doesn't do it in the regular season. That's why they don't look at him as a top 5 player. Because I thought it was about the playoffs, but apparently you got people talking about it's the regular season. That's why. Okay. Let me and he pulled something up for y'all, man, so y'all can kind of see where I'm coming from. And let me know if y'all agree with what Steven said, that it's about the playoffs, or is it about the season? All right. Let me look at this real quick. All right. All right. Y'all hold on tight. I'm almost done, y'all. I'm just pulling something up. Like I told you, I always want to make sure that I give y'all valid information. I don't want to just be out here just giving y'all, BS. Salute to my man OC Love. What's good, brother? What's good? Appreciate you guys coming in, man. Continue to hit that like button. We got 27 people in here, man. Let's hit that like button. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Get them likes up. All right, 1 second. Ooh. All right. So now for Steven, who said that because he don't do in the regular season, I want to ask, what does he not do in the regular season? Are you talking about he doesn't put up the same numbers? Are you saying that he's not as, I guess you could say not as effective in the regular season? Is that what it is? Here's how I look at it. Let's look at let's look at the last 4 years that Jimmy Butler's been with the Miami Heat. Like I said, each year they've been to the conference finals or the NBA finals outside of 2020, 2021. Right? Let's look at every single year for the Miami Heat. Move this out the way. This is the regular season. Let's look at the regular season. 2019, 2020, they played. That was the bubble year, 58 games. This is his stats right here. That's his numbers. Now, really, I can hear what you're saying. If it was like a player that we ain't seen before, it doesn't really have much of a resume, I can say, okay, well, yeah, he's not playing enough games, or we don't know who he really is. But this is kind of like an ongoing thing year by year that we watch Jimmy Butler do something in the playoffs, and then he goes right back down to like a top 15 players rather than a top 5, top 10. I can name you guys many players who are not all that great in the season, but when they get to the playoffs, they're still giving more of a shine than Jimmy Butler. If you look at their, seasons, man, each year from when Jimmy Butler's been in the league with the Miami Heat, this was their first year. They were first in their division, right? And they were fifth in the Eastern Conference, made the playoffs. The second year, they were second in their division in the Southeast, and then they made it to the playoffs as the 6th seed, right? You go to last year, they were first in Southeast Division, and first in the Eastern Conference. So even last year, when they had all this success in the season, with Jimmy Butler being the leader of that team, you still had teams or people not talking about Jimmy Butler. You still had people not talking about Jimmy Butler. So he's first in the South, first in his division, first in the conference. And then you look at this year, they're 8th in the conference, and they were first in their division, but they're still in the conference finals. They're beating teams. They beat Milwaukee, who was number 1 in the Eastern Conference. They beat the Knicks, who were, 5th in the Eastern Conference. And then they're beating up on the Boston Celtics, who are 2nd in the Eastern Conference. I get the regular season matters. I do, trust me. I get that. But it's how many times is Jimmy Butler going to have to show y'all in the big moments that who he is for you guys to actually get it. Right? Salute to my man, Little Rock, man. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you guys coming through, man. Hit the like button. Let me go to one of the comments that somebody said, because I definitely agree with what he said about Jimmy Butler and who he is. Let me look at that. What is that comment at? Right here. This is exactly what's going on. Jimmy is a healthy Kawhi, levels up in the playoffs, cruises in regular season. Yeah, exactly. That's who he is. I don't need to see Kawhi Leonard all throughout the season to know he's a top 5 player. You're either a top 5 player or you're not. That means is there 5 players you'll pick in front of him? Would you pick Jason Tatum in front of Jimmy Butler? Would you pick Kevin Durant in front of Jimmy Butler? Would you pick Devin Booker in front of Jimmy Butler? Would you pick Donovan Mitchell in front of Jimmy Butler? All those guys play more season games than Jimmy Butler. And what I can see right now, I pick him over Jason Tatum. I said that last year. And he's showing y'all right now who's better. I would pick him over Devin Booker because he can carry more than Devin Booker. I got news for y'all. I think I'll pick him over Kevin Durant. What Jimmy Butler's doing with the Miami Heat, none of those guys have done with their teams. Donovan Mitchell, who I love dearly, had not done this with Cleveland. He would not be able to lead the Cleveland Cavaliers in this type of environment. We've seen Kevin Durant be on stacked teams that Jimmy Butler never had the luxury playing on, and he's been able to carry. I'm going to drop the link for y'all right now so y'all can come in and cook. But I don't know what it is, but people just will not give it up to Jimmy Butler. And I think because he doesn't play a certain way of basketball, and I think it's because people don't really watch all the teams in the NBA throughout the season. I think they just watch all the marquee teams. They watch all the marquee games on ESPN, TNT, ABC, but they don't really watch and really study the game. That's why people are so surprised year after year. Jamal Murray said something yesterday. It was very eye-catching. He said he's better than most of these players, but because Denver's not really talked about too much throughout the league, people forget about him. I don't have to watch a guy all throughout the season to know what he is. Simple. Is there 5 players in the league you would take over Jimmy Butler? So, y'all hit that like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe. Let me, you know what I'm saying, hear what y'all got to say. Is Jimmy Butler a top 5 player? And when I'm talking about a top 5 player, is there 5 players y'all take over Jimmy Butler? And I'm not just talking about right now, I'm talking about in the league. Because I think that's a real conversation to have. If he can pull out this championship or get to the finals, bro, he has done something that 95% of the league ain't done. What's good, OC?
What's up, brother?
Man, what's good? I'm chilling. What's good with you, bro? What you got?
Man, we've been talking about it for a while, man. That boy Jimmy a dog, man. That boy Jimmy a dog. And Boston in trouble.
Oh, yeah. They are.
They in trouble, but it's their discipline, man. They have really poor discipline. And I think Spoelstra is coaching circles around Missoula.
Right.
I think it's a whop side as far as coaching.
Facts. I believe that too.
Because I think Boston is clearly the more talented team, but they're not the more disciplined team. They're not the smarter team. And Joe Missoula don't know how to get the best out of their talent. Like I
shout out to my man. My bad. Let me read this real quick. Jimmy, my man Thomas Talents, his $20 donation. Appreciate you coming on, brother. He said Jimmy was cooking LeBron in the bubble. Jimmy's team was hurt and he was tired. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. Jimmy's been like this, man.
Yeah, because he have to carry so much. If he had a little bit more help, he already have a championship, I believe.
I feel that. Like, what you think about the comparison to Kawhi?
I think it's accurate. I think he's like I said in the comments after old boy said what he said. I think he's a slightly healthier Kawhi, but even though he's slightly healthier, he's a little bit less efficient than Kawhi. Like he's a little bit less consistent than Kawhi, but he still got more of his defense left than Kawhi does. That's what I truly feel.
What's crazy is he's like 3 years older than Kawhi.
Right. He still got more of his defensive ability left than Kawhi do, but he's not as efficient as Kawhi. But the comparison is pretty accurate because they both dogs, and they really turn up when the playoffs come around, and they both coast through the season. They don't really take the regular season really seriously like that. They just do just enough to get their team to where it need to be instead of going hard. You know what I mean? Like they don't do like the old players do because it's all about championship now.
No, that's a fact. All right, man. My man, get my shine on. What's good, brother?
What's happening? What's good, bro?
It's good, brother, man. Appreciate you with the donation, my guy. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man. My schedule, I'm on the East Coast, so I be getting up so early. I go to bed a little earlier than y'all. Then you add the 3-hour swing in there. That'd be throwing me off. So I'll be here on the weekends though. Every weekend, you can count on me here. Yeah, man. It's all love, bro. Like people think you just get out here and grind and everything supposed to be free. Stuff costs money, even though they don't see you getting on here. Man, Jimmy's been like this. I ain't gonna say been like this his whole career. I'm gonna tell you what changed Jimmy into
majority
Jimmy.
though.
I would say the last. To me, this is the breaking point that made Jimmy who he was. Like everybody, it's like Jordan said. Jordan said, "I had to learn how to lose before I learned how to win." This is the breaking point that made Jimmy even better than what Jimmy already was. Because you're right, Jimmy been good his whole career. He's been a good player. But Jimmy tried to check Kawhi for the 76ers. He tried to be the Kawhi stopper. That didn't work out. That hurt Jimmy. And I believe that point is what fueled Jimmy. Because you remember Jimmy had Rondo, D-Wade in Chicago, and they went up 2-0 on the same Celtics that LeBron swept and got all this praise for because he was number one seed. Man, the Bulls was the 8th seed, and Rondo broke his hand, and the Celtics won 4 straight. So that's why I say Jimmy, there's no way in the hell that happens to Jimmy now, what happened back then. And there's no way he goes to the 76ers with 4 All-Stars. Because there was a point in time Ben Simmons was playing like an all-star, even though he could never shoot. He sucks now, and he's you know, that's one thing. But there's no way this Jimmy we see right now is not a top 5 player in the league. And for what he's doing to Tatum and Brown, who's on the same team, you even got to talk about Jimmy being top 3 player in the league. Because this man, on every other game, if you noticed in the bubble, BJ, every other game, he would have a little setback from cooking LeBron. LeBron was trying to check this man one-on-one, and he was giving him the business. And this ain't the 38-year-old LeBron. This was 3 years ago. He was giving him the business. Jordan finished his second three-peat when he was 36. I think LeBron was, 35, 36, something like that in the bubble. So he was cooking. He was cooking LeBron. But Jimmy was tired. The next game, you could see that man was about to die. Like he's about to die last night in the first half. But Jimmy been like this since he took that beating, because he tried to check to Jimmy. He was like, man, I can't beat a man unless I beat the man. I want Kawhi. So they put Jimmy on Kawhi, and that didn't work. And then also Kawhi was getting off of Kawhi had like Ben Simmons having like 5 or 6 turnovers every time he was on him. But if you notice, when Jimmy would actually start cooking some of those Raptors, Kawhi would get over there to end that shit. And that's why Jimmy couldn't close the games, and they had to go through somebody else closing. I know Jimmy tried to close a little bit, but that's what actually made Jimmy who he was. When he faced the man, it made him into the man he is now. That's when you see this level Jimmy here.
Nah, that makes sense. And you know what? I didn't even think about that, because really the year after he left Philly, he went straight to Miami, and that's when he started becoming that guy. And especially in that bubble, that's when really people really looked at Jimmy Butler. Okay, who is this guy? Because seldomly, if y'all look at the last 3 teams he was on, Miami, Chicago, Miami, and Philly, all of them went down once he left. You know, the narrative was you couldn't play with Jimmy. He was tough to play with. He was always getting to a team. But what I see now is those guys weren't serious about winning.
Right. Hey, let me add to what you're saying right there, BJ. Not trying to cut you off. It's what you're saying is 100% right. And what I see in Jimmy was the same thing I saw in Rajon Rondo. Rondo would go on teams, and he cussing you out when you mess up. And coaches didn't like that. He would cuss the coaches out, and the coaches didn't like that. That's why Rondo got benched all the time, and that's why Jimmy got that bad rap, in my opinion. That's what I see. Finish what you're saying.
That's facts.
Yeah. Go ahead, OC.
No, that's facts what he said. I agree with what he said completely.
Yeah, I feel like the thing about Jimmy is, like, from what I see what people saying about Miami now, if you come to work and you want to really play, then he's gonna love you. He's gonna, like, all those guys. Look at the roster, man. All those guys are pretty much guys who came undrafted, guys you ain't even heard of.
Hungry
like
guys.
those,
he got into it with Spoelstra a year or two ago. He was getting on Spoelstra's ass.
I remember that
because Haslam had to break it up. Jimmy was. Now I'm not going to say Jimmy ain't got he ain't got a little street in him now. I believe Jimmy was swinging before he kept arguing with Spoelstra. I will say that, and that's not what he needs to do. I will give him that. Kawhi would never do that. But it's the fact that Jimmy hates losing. He was getting on his own damn coach on national TV, and Haslam had to interrupt that shit. That's how that shit with Kawhi made Jimmy. Jimmy took the challenge. He got beat, and he's been a different player ever since.
Yeah, his will is strong, man. His will is strong.
Right. Williams messed up last night when BJ posted that picture.
He poked the bear.
Williams messed up because Jimmy was in that phase of the same phase he was in the bubble, where he cooked LeBron for 30 or 40.
He was tired.
Man, and then he looked tired last night. If Grant would have left that man alone, they probably win the game.
Williams gave him energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was
Right.
tired.
Jimmy looked tired last night. He wasn't about that life last night. He was like, I had one job, the same job Kawhi had. Go on the road, get me one game. That's my job. Grant pissed him off. Now he did more than his job.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
was
man.
tired, and Williams gave him energy with that bullshit.
Man. Hey, man, we got my man Bruce, and man, we got 26 people in here, man. Get them likes up, man. Get them likes up. My man Bruce, what's good with you, bro?
Hey, man, what's up?
Hey, man, it's good, man. Just talking about Jimmy Butler. Is he a top 5 player?
Good morning to the panel, to the other guys. Good morning to everyone.
Morning, Bruce.
Is Jimmy Butler a top 5? Yes. And last year I was saying top 5. People were laughing at me. Now some people are saying it's top 5. Is a top 5? I mean, if Miami wins the championship, he need to retire his jersey the next day.
Yeah, he's one of the most. That would be one of the most impressive championships in history if he wins this.
And I know
yeah.
Sixers fans are killing themselves right now. It shows Tobias Harris over Jimmy Butler. Sorry, Andre. Sorry, I know you're listening.
Hey, Bruce, how much did they pay to buy us that off season? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
Was it
Too much?
It was a healthy contract. But Jimmy said he wanted to stay there.
Was it 140?
That sounds about right.
I can look it up right now.
But Miami has to win Game 3. It's a must win for Miami. They have to take their spirit away, their soul away in Game 3. Cannot leave their foot off the gas because the Celtics are better on the road. They're gonna come out and try to win Game 3. Miami has to win Game 3. It's a must win. That's Game 7 for Miami.
Yeah, they need to stomp them out.
You know, you have to win Game 3.
You know, Jimmy, how long they got off? Is it they play tomorrow? Or they got 2 days off.
They play tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, you'll see the 35 plus from Jimmy tomorrow because Bruce is right.
I don't think Miami has played great yet. I don't think Miami has played.
No,
great.
they've been doing regular shit. They've been doing regular stuff. They've been doing the basics.
And Kevin Love has to give Miami a game. Kevin Love has to get. Kyle Lowry has been terrible. He needs to play better.
Yeah, all the role players are going to play better at home. That's why I say the Lakers and Celtics. Lakers and Nuggets are going a longer series than what people think. Because like role players play different at home, right? So when everybody sees one team win 2 games in a row, they be like, "Oh yeah, this is a full blown sweep. This is short." Nah, it's because even with what the Lakers doing, they only lost. What was the final score? It's like 5-6 points. If you don't think role players are gonna make up 5 or 6 points when they get home, you don't know basketball. You're just watching ESPN and box scores.
I don't think the Lakers are winning tonight.
I got the Lakers winning the next 2 myself.
They have to win tonight, but I don't know if they win the next 2.
Yeah, I got them winning the next 2, but because it ain't like Denver's blowing them out by 30. Denver's winning the games, but again. We've
been saying that for Game 1, and then we're saying that for Game 2. Okay.
They need to take it one game.
I like Denver. I like Denver at home. I don't like Denver or the Lakers to win the road game. I like neither one of them doing it. Now, who's more likely to do it? Denver more likely to do it for sure. But winning a road game, the Lakers road players like the Hachimura's, the Reeves, all those cats, they're going to shoot and play way better at home. It's just like we talking about Miami going home. The Lowry, like Kevin Love, you'll see him have a 3 or 4 point 3-point game he'll make 3 or 4 3-pointers in Miami that he's not going to do. Like the players play better at home. So Denver did what they were supposed to do. They didn't do no more, no less. They did what they supposed to do, defend home court.
Well, they're gonna win tonight. So
hey,
I hope they sweep them, Bruce. I hope you're right. I don't like
just
LeBron, but I hope you're right.
I said so the contract. What did y'all say it was? What y'all think it
Contract
was?
was it 140?
They signed a 5-year, $180 million deal.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. I knew they overpaid that man. That man is like the third, fourth option on his own team. 180 million contract. Fuck out of here. You let Jimmy Butler go for that? Jimmy Butler gonna play even if Jimmy only averaged 19 points a game, y'all. Even if he only averaged that, he plays better defense than Tobias. Even though Tobias ain't the worst defender in the world.
If
That might have.
I'm Austin Reeves, I look at this contract.
This the big deal that he's about to get that he had Bruce.
Yeah,
Tobias Harris.
Yeah, I want more than Tobias Harris.
Hey, so you said that Kawhi's, that game, that's what changed Jimmy. I think it was this contract that changed Jimmy. I think because he's still, Tobias Harris over me. Like, I think that one thing we know about Jimmy is he's very petty, but he's also very competitive, very passionate. So he looked at it like, okay, so y'all think I'm not that guy. I'm gonna go to Miami and show, because nobody was looking, like, everybody looked at him going to Miami like, what? I remember that. Like, people didn't understand the move.
Yeah.
And I think Kawhi wanted Jimmy on the Clippers too.
He did. He wanted him first.
Yeah, I think it was KD, then Jimmy, then PG.
Yeah, he wanted him over PG.
I don't even know if KD was first. KD just more talked about in the media. If I know Kawhi, obviously I don't know him personally. I just know what we talk about, what we see, which is hate losing, the winning mentality. If I know Kawhi, I think he wanted, because with Jimmy, he knew he was getting a lockdown defender as well. Not with KD, he just getting what BJ has always said, and what I said. Kawhi knows.
You said what, bro?
Getting another score, but you bringing a prime-time defender. This man is not only trying to sweep the Celtics. This man, he's going at Tatum on defense.
Yeah, he's a pretty much another version of himself.
Yeah, he's another Kawhi. I mean, I don't believe he could keep up with Kawhi, but I don't believe he'd be far behind him if they had to go head-to-head right now.
He's a ghetto Kawhi. No, he's a ghetto.
Yeah, well, I think Kawhi's a little bigger, so Kawhi would be able to shoot over him, and he would struggle to shoot over Kawhi. But he's still a dog, though. He's still a dog.
He's a dog for real.
Okay, let me ask y'all this question. Do y'all feel like this Jimmy Butler will give Kawhi problems? Or do you think Jimmy's better than Kawhi now, or do y'all still think Kawhi's better?
I still think Kawhi's better.
Depends on who's healthy.
I still think Kawhi's better, but yeah, obviously they got to be healthy. But I'm just saying, I feel like Kawhi's still better. But I think, like I said, I think Jimmy got more of his defense left.
Yeah, I mean, I still respect Kawhi's defense as much as Jimmy's.
No,
like
Hope
still said,
still very capable defender, but he can't.
Like Hope said, it depends on if Kawhi's healthy or not. I think that's what she was saying, because Jimmy done showed he'll roll ankle and come back like it's nothing, but it depends on Kawhi's health. If you put them head to head, bro, there's no way in the hell I'm picking Jimmy over Kawhi. But Jimmy's my second favorite player, and I mentioned this to BJ a couple months ago, and BJ was like, "Man, that's interesting because he's my second favorite player too." But because he reminds me of Kawhi so much. But Kawhi's longer. He's I don't know. I wouldn't say he's stronger by much, but he's definitely stronger.
No, he's stronger. He's stronger.
His lower body's stronger. And what's their height? Kawhi's 6'8" or something. What's Jimmy's height?
6'7". Kawhi's 6'7". Jimmy's 6'8". But I think they're both 6'7".
Okay, who's got the longer wingspan?
Kawhi
definitely.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking Kawhi, but I'm gonna say this: Jimmy's making a hard push at Kawhi. That's for damn sure.
Kawhi's slightly taller than Jimmy.
Yeah, I can see that in this picture.
I thought Jimmy was more like a big 6'6", small 6'7" guy.
6'6". He's like a 6'6" guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
remember
he
him
looks
being
smaller.
taller than Kawhi.
Yeah, I think you're right. My man Tuning Sports, man, Cavs fan, you know what I'm saying? Welcome, bro. Appreciate you coming through. What's good, brother?
What's going on, yeah? Salute to everybody.
Salute.
So tune in.
What's good, brother?
I just want to say, man, I'm taking Donovan Mitchell over Jimmy Butler. That just my personal opinion. You know,
Don't
you could
drink and
say
drive.
you could.
Hey, put
Nice.
that down. Put
uh,
that yank down.
Hey, don't put that down, bro. Bring that to my house, bro. That sounds like some
nah,
good stuff.
yeah, good stuff, man. Definitely some good
Bring that
stuff.
over here, bro. We get busy over
I
here.
got, I got you. All jokes aside, though. My bias take, take a spite over Jimmy, but if I'm not being biased, Jimmy is definitely top five. If you could you can make the argument top three because it's not really too many players I would take over Jimmy right now. I would take Kawhi over Jimmy, a healthy Kawhi. I'd probably take who's playing. I'd probably take Jokic over Jimmy. But Jimmy, he you can say whatever you want about Jimmy in the regular season. But when the playoffs when the playoffs come, bro, he shows up. I gotta give Jimmy that. I don't know how they was able to pull us off, cause to all the people that was like against the play in, because the Miami Heat is a play-in team. You know, you have two play-in teams who nobody thought would like make it this far in the playoffs or past the first round or whatever. And now we're looking at teams that we thought wasn't even gonna make it. Or the media, they had the Suns favorite. They had all these other teams, but now you're looking at a team who's possibly could go to the NBA finals, with some guys who's undrafted. One thing about Miami Heat, you gotta give them credit. They got a coach over there. They guys, man, they rise to the occasion. Jimmy rise to the occasion. He get them guys going. Um and yeah, and shout out to Big Tone, bro, because he said it. He definitely said the Miami Heat, man, was going to do all this, man. I gotta salute Big Tone on that. He came on here talking spicy. I thought he was delusional, but Miami made it this far, so I just gotta give them their credit.
Hey, tune in. When you consider your player rankings, are you considering Joker's defense, Jimmy's defense? Hang on, let me
Go
finish
ahead,
my
my bad.
question.
Go ahead, you got
Because
it.
because the reason I'm asking, because I know you're gonna say, well, Jokic is the better playmaker. So I know you're gonna come at me with that as far as when you're speaking on offense. So if I'm gonna give you that, what are you gonna flip around and say, all right, well, Jimmy's gonna give us better defense than Jokic is? I'm not saying Jokic's gonna get bullied by everybody, but are we considering both ends of the court? Because I know you're gonna consider scoring and assists with Jokic.
No, when I do my rankings, I'm like BJ. I prefer a player that play both sides of the ball. I'm a fan of Jokic, but I prefer a player that plays both sides of the ball. So that's why I like Kawhi Leonard, the Paul George of the worlds. So Jimmy, Jimmy right
Donovan
now.
Mitchell plays both sides.
All right, look.
That's why I had a question
Hey,
right
hey,
there.
hey, man! When I ain't on the show, man, all I do is, besides be on here support BJ, is listening to that damn Hope and Bruce. They got the funniest damn like slick smart ass questions, but they don't call you out your name. They don't be nothing. They just got these little smick like when Hope was questioning the LeBron lover. I can't wait till he get on here, bro. Y'all know basketball, but I got a lot of stuff to debunk all that stuff about LeBron, talking about the Spurs and Tim Duncan only averaged 14 points. Like I really gonna annihilate him when I catch him on here. But that damn Bruce and Hope, bro, they
Yeah, they do.
and Bruce is straight to the point with his. He's like, oh, so and so play defense, like that man crazy,
Yeah,
girl.
Bruce is yeah. He does the thing about
Bruce
Bruce
is
is
special, bro. Bruce is special, man.
Bruce does it in a nonchalant way. Like he'll cuss you out without cussing you out.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He'll be like, "Did LeBron did? Where was he at last night?" He sent me this. He sent me. Bruce is funny, so funny. He sent me that. I'm gonna post it right here. I know some of y'all seen it, but this is what Bruce sent me the other night about LeBron.
Oh yeah, I seen that before. They used to use that on Ben Simmons and what's the other cat that couldn't make no shot?
Yeah,
Westbrook and Ben Simmons. They used to use that on Twitter on them a lot. That shit hilarious.
And Bruce like, this guy is terrible, terrible. Right?
But
So Bruce, something wrong with you, man. You
Tune,
shut up.
hey, Tune,
No, it's just the truth.
Yeah,
you said you got Spider as your you got Spider over Jimmy, right?
I'm saying I'm saying that for
Yeah,
my
that's a
own
good question.
personal take, man. I'm a Cavs fan, so I like
I
Donovan
feel you. I
Mitchell a
feel
lot.
you. I feel you. You said your bias opinion. I get. I
My,
get you. I got you. I got you. But
but
listen,
but hold on, hold on. See, let me just say this. But I said it already. I said my biased take, but if I'm not being biased, I'm yeah, of course Jimmy is better, as over Donovan Mitchell.
oh, okay, okay,
I
okay.
don't, y'all ain't gotta kill me. I'm not. I ain't like the rest of them. I ain't gonna be delusional. Jimmy got
Right.
it. He's a dog.
Because I was just gonna ask you. You already covered it, but I was gonna ask you. Like you said, you got Jimmy top 3, maybe, but you got Spider over
Yeah,
him.
yeah, right. Like I said, I like players that play both sides of the ball. So
No, but for sure, for sure, for sure.
he's not better than Kawhi though. I'm taking Kawhi with Jimmy Butler. Like a healthy Kawhi.
Right, right, right. We know.
Hey, could y'all imagine Kawhi and Jimmy being on the same team, or
Bruh.
y'all happy with PG being with Kawhi?
Hell no, I'm taking Butler over PG. I don't care what y'all say about that.
I would take Butler over PG
But
too
because get this, BJ, and
because
the
his
panel, get
will.
this, get this. I've seen, and I know this is gonna sound crazy to Clipper fans that's in the chat or whatever, or maybe in this. I have seen Luka, KD. I have seen some people pick on Paul George.
He zoned out a little bit.
Zoned out.
But
He
yeah,
said,
I would take Jimmy over PG because his will.
yeah,
Like I said, I think Jimmy has some of the best will of anybody in the league.
yeah. That's what gets him over the hump, bro. Because you could say PG's talent is even more talented than Jimmy for sure. It's just that gear, that belief that he has. It just shows you how much the game is more mental than physical.
Right.
Hell, I think Jimmy better than LeBron James right now.
Absolutely. Right
Oh,
now.
that's no question.
But everybody gonna say LeBron is still the greatest.
Not anymore.
LeBron don't even play defense. That's why they getting demolished.
Man, Bron, I don't know why people say he's still top 10. It's really kind of hard. Like he's 38. Like you can't expect this man to still be playing at that level at 38, bro. Can't do it.
I disagree. When he does something good, they're gonna post 20 season, 20th season. So he's gonna
Right.
take when he
Good
does
point,
something good.
Bruce.
When he does something good, people are gonna be like, yeah. So when he does something bad, I want the same energy. Because
Wait,
when
so
he does
so
something good, I see 20 season. That's all I see. 20 season. 38 years old. 20 season.
so where you got LeBron ranked at right now? I'm talking about like small forwards. LeBron not in your top rank.
As a small forward,
15,
Yeah,
top
or
15.
top or whatever your top, wherever you want to put him at.
all
Top
time is not the
15.
best small forward for me. So
No. I mean like in the NBA right now.
Top 15.
Top
mm,
15.
top 20.
Eh.
That's not actually too bad. You said top 15, top 20.
Like small. What about small forwards though? At his position.
Small forward, you got Kawhi, you got Jimmy, you got KD. I don't know if you consider Luca a small forward. Um, there's like 5 guys I would say small forward who are probably
Uh, I don't
over
know
him.
if KD is
Tatum,
better than LeBron this year, but okay.
I think he's been better. I think Tatum is better. Yeah, it's like 5 players in my opinion, that are over LeBron small forward.
I mean, if LeBron was on the Celtics last night, do you think the Celtics lose?
With Jimmy on the other side, yes.
Hmm. I'm not a LeBron fan, but I'm gonna have to defend LeBron. I mean, I don't think KD is better than LeBron. If LeBron was on the Phoenix, I don't think they lose to Denver that way. With Booker playing that way, no.
He's smarter, but I think Jimmy still would have beat them last night.
Yeah. Yep. Mad Max Sports Talk. What's good, man? Mad Max.
He has a mad phone.
I let's see. So now that Jimmy is, playing at this level, do y'all think that he'll still get his respect going into next season? Y'all think he's gonna drop back in the rankings?
They're gonna drop him back in the rankings.
He has to finish the job. He's only up 2-0. Go to the finals and win.
If he win, they can't take it away from him.
So even if he goes to the finals and loses, they still drop him?
I think that's the disrespect they give him. Yes, I do.
He was killing in the bubble, man. He was killing. All the other players, all the other teammates were injured. And nobody talked about him the next year. It was like, that's nothing. Right?
What's good, bro?
Because he was amazing last year in the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah, until he got hurt.
He's been doing this 3 out of the last 4 years, and every single year you guys see him drop in the rankings. You still see, and like I think somebody said, he's better than KD. I think Bruce said it.
Yes, he's better than KD. I said it last year, and everybody laughed at me in the panel.
I think a lot of them shut up now.
Because here's the thing. When they do the rankings, they look at the players' look too. Jimmy is not like a supermodel look, so he's not going to be top 5. It's the truth. It's the truth. He doesn't play sexy.
I think he needs the prestige about him, but
it's the truth. That's why they love Jason Tatum, man. That's why they love Jason Tatum.
Hey, didn't the Celtics just sweep KD?
Last year, yeah, they did.
Yeah, so it's not. And didn't Jimmy Butler go 7 last year?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Jimmy's getting all the disrespect.
A shot away.
I digress on that. Yeah, he gonna get disrespected regardless. That man went to the finals with half his team hurt. And then he goes 7 games with Boston. Boston sweeps KD. KD still gets more respect. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's disrespect.
Bro, he's literally. That's a good point you just made. And so why is it that people disrespect Jimmy? Is it because they don't see him enough? Or is it because he don't have a certain look? What is it?
It's because of media narrative. It's because of media narrative.
It's because of the regular season, bro. He cruises. He ain't out there averaging 30. He ain't trying to do that.
That ain't even it. It's because of media narrative. If the media was giving him his props,
right,
then the rest of the people would give him his props. See, the people don't, and they go off the media narrative, man. Most people don't sit down and watch games, right? So if the media says you good, then everybody gonna start saying you good. That's what
I'm saying. But they got 82 games of seeing a man average 20 points versus 82 games of a man like KD hanging up 30 versus people. So for 82 games, they gotta have. It's the media. They gotta have viewers. They gotta have clout, right? So they gotta talk about something that's semi-impressive. They can sell averaging 30 for 82 games better than they can sell averaging 21 for 82 games. That's the whole thing.
No, but even if it like for LeBron, right? If LeBron was losing all season, they still gonna sell him as LeBron. You know what I mean? It don't matter.
Well, that's because he's the face of the league for the past however long. Like they gonna do that regardless.
I'm saying, but the media narrative plays a big part in it. Whether you averaging 30 or not is not really the point. It's the media narrative.
The media
Yeah, I
said he's
think
the
that.
face of the league. I don't think he's the face of the league. I'm sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I have to agree with OC. I mean, the media they pick and choose who they want to promote.
Right.
And I'm like, dang, Jimmy has done. I asked a question: who has done more than this dude? 3 people have done more than this dude over the last 4 seasons. When it went in the playoffs,
Right.
and people just gloss over it. People act like it's not a big deal. That's why I
Right.
think Jimmy's playing like the way, like he's playing. He is playing well, actually, because last year he was hurt. This is probably the most subtle, calculated Jimmy I've seen.
Right.
Like this is the most subtle, calculated Jimmy Butler I've seen, bro. So, man, if you want this guy to give him his respect, looks like Mad Max is back, man. What's good, bro?
What's
Mad
good?
Max,
What's good, BJ?
what's up, bro?
Man, every time I watch Jimmy Butler play, all I can think about is that report about him at the Timberwolves going with the bench players and just going crazy. It just looked like that every game. Like he just out there proving the point every game, no matter what.
Mm.
He got it's like he just giving himself bulletin board material. Shit, everybody, the other teams keep giving it to him. Just give him more fire. I don't know. For a player that don't need more fire, I don't know why that people keep pissing him off.
They better stop playing with that boy.
But as far as
Yeah.
him being top 5, I can't call him just top 5 just yet because I think the regular season matter to me a little bit. He for sure top 5 playoff performer if we want to go by that. But just top 5 in the league, I can't get him over top 5 over some guys.
Like who?
Joker, Steph.
Luka. Oh, okay.
I said Joker, but yeah, Luka. I got Joker, Steph, Luka.
Luka?
Embiid.
Yeah.
He might get cracked top 5 because I'm not a big Embiid fan, so he might get my 5th spot. Now that I think about it, now that y'all.
Why is Luka top 5 and he's at home? He did not even make the playoff or play in.
That's a good point. Hey.
Yeah, but check the Mavs record with Luka this year. It's a winning record.
Oh, God.
Luka had the 4th seed until he got hurt, came back. They was the 8th seed.
Yeah, okay.
So let me ask you this, Mad Max. So you say the season
reason they lost though.
You say the season matters to you. So, and I agree, the season does matter. So for Embiid, my problem with him is he shows up in the regular season, but he doesn't show up in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I had to like stop on Embiid a little bit. I had to think to myself a good bit.
Luka, I gotta be honest, bro. If Jimmy was on Dallas, they would be better.
Absolutely.
Because Luka is too off. My problem with Luka is he's all offense and he doesn't really make his teammates better.
Nope.
Because we not talk. Let's not act like Miami wasn't just a 10th seed.
Yeah, and
they were the 10th seed, but they beating top teams now.
They the A seed. They the best A seed we ain't seen in at least 50 years.
Luka not beat top teams though.
Has an A seed ever won a championship?
Never.
Man.
The lowest seed to win.
The lowest seed is
man.
6 seed. Houston.
That makes it more impressive to me. A lower seed is beating up on teams. That Milwaukee team, New York, and now
I don't get no credit
Boston.
For the New York team. I had no faith in them.
Okay, Boston. Then this is the. I mean, at some point we're gonna have to be like, okay, what's the real reason why Jimmy Butler is not being put at top 5? And if it's because of the regular season, there's a lot of players we gotta look at and say, okay, well they don't show up in the playoffs enough for me.
It's pure disrespect. It's pure disrespect. Ain't no excuse.
Luka is so good that the owner.
It's just analysis. This is what I see. I mean, I like Anthony Davis over Jimmy Butler.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you mad, Max, for real.
Oh my God.
You are mad.
Davis gonna be defensive every night if we talking about defense.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Bruce, shout out,
oh my God.
Yeah, Anthony Davis, man.
Lord bless him.
So the guy, and no disrespect to AD, bro, but I've never seen a guy so up and down. One game from the next, one game from the next, one game from the
Especially
next.
somebody so talented too.
Hey, when has Anthony Davis been anywhere without LeBron over there leading the mental game for him?
Never.
That man had Drew Holiday and Ray. The only time the Pelicans did
And
anything
he
with Rondo
performed.
was
And if you want to talk about that, let's talk about how Anthony Davis performed then, because he put on a hell of a show. Even though they lost every game, he put on a hell of a show. He was not this person then. He was
You
way
only
more
look at box
consistent
scoring.
then.
so he could make his team better when he had Drew Holiday on the team.
Nope.
Yo, salute, BJ.
Big man to really make that
What's
team
up,
better
man? What's up?
without passing the ball.
Salute. Yo, salute everybody on the panel. BJ, let me make this quick, and I'm gonna hop back off. All right. To get straight to it, Jimmy Butler's in that 6 to 8 range, that 6 to 10 range in terms of like best player, right? And the reason why it is because everything is in totality. Like you can't just go off playoff translation and then not take into account the regular season or overall production and impact. All those things matter too. So
yeah, that's what I was saying. He's trying to average 21 points, and that ain't gonna work being the top 5.
For example, and Bruce said Luka missed the playoffs at how is he top 5? Well, there's multiple great players throughout history that missed the playoffs, and it was still top 5 during that year they missed the playoffs. You can't tell me Kobe, KG, Kareem, the years they missed the playoffs, they weren't top 5. That's ridiculous. But
yeah, but Luka ain't them.
You go off how a player plays, not so much the conditions of his team. So based off that, the thing is with Jimmy, right? Jimmy, if you go off the history of Jimmy, just look at the history of Jimmy, even on the Miami Heat since he got there. He always had an up and down playoff translation. His first year he got there, it was good. The next year, bad. The other one, I would say in between, up and down, and then this one is good. He always been fluctuating like that. The problem with what keeps Jimmy out of that top 5 is his consistency not only in the regular season, but also in the playoffs, because that shit matters too. Produce at a high level during the regular season matters. It mattered to Kobe, it mattered to Jordan, it mattered to LeBron, it mattered to most of the all-time great players. And to be honest with you, we all know, especially BJ, you know this too, like that's part of the game. That's part of the difficulty of the sport. The fact that I can produce at a high level for 80 plus games, that speaks to my nutrition. That speaks to my consistency. And it's not to say Jimmy's not a good player during the regular season. He's just not a great player during the regular season. And that does matter.
So I guess I probably should have asked better. Is there 5? Would you want Luka over your team over Jimmy Butler?
It depends. If I can build my team any way I want it, yeah. But that's just me. Like real talk. Like real talk. You can't tell me. Real talk. You cannot tell me if you replace Luka. If you take Luka, you say you switch places with Jason Tatum and Luka on the Celtics, you can't tell me Luka would not look better on the Celtics. You're surrounding him with shooters and defenders.
He wouldn't.
Well, the reason why this is why I say I would take Jimmy, because no matter the situation you put him in, he's gonna thrive. He's gonna find a way to figure it out. Luka, you gotta put all these types of pieces around him. You gotta make him look. Hold on, no, it is true. Because look at with the teams that he has in his playing style, he's not a great defender. You have to put good defenders around him to be successful. You have to put gritty guys.
What talent has Luka had?
Well, BJ, that just is.
He just had Jalen Brunson.
But hold on, but Jimmy,
Western Conference Finals.
hold on, Jimmy Butler. What I see with him is he takes a team that actually has basically mediocre role players, good players, and he makes them actually better versions of themselves. He makes his teammates better.
Jimmy had a team that was picked to win the finals, bro.
BJ, every
get out of here.
Every player, hold on, BJ,
to win the finals.
Get out of here, bro. He's never. Hold on, Matt.
Make this quick.
That's a lie.
BJ, to reply to your point, every player got strengths and weaknesses. So you build your team to compensate for that player's weakness. For example, Bruce, Steph Curry is still top 5. Even though he's still top 5, is he not? Even though you still got to put defenders around him, correct?
He's a better defender.
Around him. You got to put defenders, but you still got to put defenders around him for his team to have success. Is that right?
Right.
That's much.
So check
no,
this
the
out.
point is,
Check this
the
out.
point is,
Y'all
hold
swap
on,
Jimmy
hold on.
Butler. Y'all
The
swap
point
Jimmy
is,
Butler with
let me just
Steph
finish this point,
or
bro.
Luka, and
Hold
watch what
on,
happens.
hold on. One
Let me
time,
just
one
finish this
time.
point. Let me just finish this point. The point is, like I said, BJ, every player has strengths and weaknesses. So a good team builds around your strengths and help you amplify your strengths while compensate for your weaknesses. Just because Luka is not a bad, I'm not defending that shit at all. He's a horrible defender. But
Yeah.
I can't be disingenuous and say we haven't seen players in this league be top 5 and they were horrible defenders. Magic. Curry at one point was a
Magic
bad
wasn't a
defender.
horrible
Magic wasn't a horrible defender.
Magic was a
Time out.
horrible
No, he
defender,
was
nigga.
not.
Hell no,
No,
he
he was
wasn't. You
not.
need
No, he
Horrible.
was not.
Sturdy. You ain't
And
too old.
hold on,
He was not
hold on.
horrible.
Fuck age, nigga. I'm revamping my top 25 list all the time. I
No,
literally just watched.
Trey
He was
Young is a
not
horrible
horrible.
defender.
I just watched hours of film on Magic Johnson less than 2 weeks ago. I know the fuck I'm talking about.
I watched the
He
man
was
play his
not
whole life.
horrible.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you watched the nigga decades ago. I just watched the nigga
Okay.
2
No,
weeks ago.
nigga, I
I have a
live for it.
So you watching what I already seen?
Question for Sturdy.
I
Is
live for
Luka
it, nigga.
in your top 5, Sturdy?
No.
I'm not gonna lie. No. Like I said before, it's that 5 spot is fluid as fuck.
Is Luka in your top 5?
Bruce, like I said, it's fluid. One day he is, one day he isn't.
Yeah, okay.
Because you have
So is he in your top 5 today?
I'm about to tell you right now. Before KD got traded to the Suns, he was in my top 5. But then he got hurt. Then I had to put Luka there. Simple.
Man, listen, I'm gonna keep it simple as this. If you ask me who I would take to win a championship, and that's what it's about, I'm taking Jimmy Butler. That's not without hesitation. I don't care what team you put me on. Luka Doncic, again, great offensive, and you said Steph Curry. Steph Curry is the most impactful offensive player in the league. It's a little different with him, so I can't really compare him to anybody else. So when you say that, it's like because Luka, and also Luka's very inefficient.
Very.
Jimmy Butler, he is inefficient too, but when you say weaknesses, what is something that you can say, okay, I'm gonna make Jimmy Butler do something to make him uncomfortable?
Even now, his 3-point shooting. His 3-point shooting is still inconsistent.
Okay, here's the thing. He's also a high IQ player. He knows if his 3-point shot is not going, he's gonna get straight to the mid range. So really, even at the fact that you know he can't shoot, it's not going to stop him from giving you 30, 35 points. So that right there that's what tells me, okay, dude, there's really nothing you can do with him. Luka, I've seen defenses thrown at Luka Doncic where he's actually rattled. I've seen Luka Doncic. You can actually.
I've seen your boy Kawhi and Paul George take turns and got their ass busted.
Hey, but so hold on. That's a good point. What you just said. Kawhi beat him twice.
What happened game?
So that was a bad thing that you said. And also, you can go at Luka Doncic defensively.
BJ, like I said, it's the same thing for Curry. We literally seen
lock
Curry
his
get
ass
sniped
up.
by defenses. We literally seen you just seen the Lakers attack Curry during the late games of that series. It's just a player's weakness.
I hear you, but I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying. No, I hear you. I'm just saying, Steph is just. I mean, there's levels to it. The reason why Steph's still a top 5 player, for one, the man has 4 titles. 2, he's been doing it year in, year out that he's consistently proven he's an offensive top player. This guy, Jimmy Butler, let's just say, look at his last 4 years, he's taken his team to the conference finals and the NBA finals, and no one says anything about it.
No, people do say anything about it. That's why they got him as top 10 players in the league right now. However,
not confidently, though.
No, they don't.
Not confidently, bro.
The thing is, BJ, I'm all for players being versatile. I'm all for players affecting the game multiple ways. But unfortunately, 2 other players in my top 5 that's not going nowhere, Joker and Curry, aren't good defenders.
Okay.
But they don't stop them from being top 5 players.
Curry's a much better defender than he used to be.
There. He is trying.
He tried during the Lakers series. He got cooked by Lonnie Walker. He tried
He's
during.
a much better defender than he used to be.
He tried during the.
He tried last year against the Boston Celtics.
How many?
No, I saw this dude get cooked by. I saw this dude get cooked by Marcus Smart, bro. Like he can try, but
he wasn't getting killed. He wasn't getting killed last year on defense, especially in the playoffs. He wasn't getting torched.
Out the cap.
But I thought we were talking about this year.
Speaking on defense, Luka's what
They
you call a
stopped
horrible defender.
They stopped attacking Curry. That was the problem.
Yeah, because every time that whoever Curry was guarding with the ball, for instance, like last series when LeBron had the ball, he couldn't score on Curry. If you go look at the stats.
That's a lie. They went the whole fourth quarter. LeBron
No,
shot
that's
50
not a
from
lie.
the
No,
floor.
that's not. Hold on.
Yes,
Hope. No,
it
that's
is.
not a lie. That is not a lie. There was
Yes,
points that
it
LeBron
is.
James was trying to post up on Steph Curry, and he was
He
actually
was
turning
just
away, fading from
missing
the
a
ball.
shot.
Exactly.
He
So that's
got to
stopping
every
a
spot he
player. That's
wanted to
stopping a
get.
player. That's
But that's
stopping you from
not.
scoring.
There's stats floating around
BJ,
on Twitter
BJ,
for LeBron
BJ,
with LeBron when Curry was guarding him. It was terrible ass
BJ. What
percentages.
happened? BJ, what happened game 4? Game
Well,
4,
Lonnie
Steph
Walker.
got
Yeah, Lonnie Walker
Steph
went
got
crazy
cooked
on
by
Steph
Lonnie
Curry.
Walker.
Yes.
I'm bench
Yes,
playing.
he
Hell,
did.
Stephen Curry was
Yes, he
tired.
did.
He was the only
I'm
one
letting
that
I'm
was
letting you
trying to
know,
Curry
BJ.
swing.
was
And BJ, you know
exhausted,
this.
had no
BJ, you know this.
legs.
It takes
What are
more
we
than just
talking
effort to
about?
be good on defense.
He
It takes
had
more than
no
effort to be good on
legs.
defense.
He
But
had no
Stephen Curry
legs.
was the only one playing on offense. He had no teammates that show up. So
Steph
what do
Curry
you
is a much
expect?
better defender
That
than he
sounds like
used to be.
excuses to me.
Well, I
Okay.
guess it's an excuse for everybody.
What's the
No, that's
excuse for Luka
context.
getting big, cool, grill, air fried, right? On
Luka don't
defense.
even try.
At all.
He don't have
He's
the
He
he,
foot
got a
quickness.
big body
uh,
that
We
stands
ain't up
still.
here defending Luka's defense either, like
you,
y'all
you,
doing Steph.
No,
I'm
but
gonna
Steph
give Luka
Curry,
a top 5 of whining to the refs.
Steph
LeBron
Curry is a
number
much
one.
better defender than he used to
And
be.
that's better. That actually applies to defense too. If you run into the refs and not getting back, that actually applies how bad and undisciplined you are on defense. As much as Steph Curry, they pick on him. There's points I could pick out. Steph Curry's actually done his job on defense. Luka Doncic has no interest in playing defense.
Luka's
Yeah,
terrible on defense, bro.
and,
He's as bad as Trey Young on defense. He's awful.
and,
He's terrible.
and Curry was a bad defender, but he's much better than he used to be.
And Curry hit the weight room too. He put for that reason.
Yeah, he gonna be a two-way.
Okay, we got Bubba, man. I didn't even hear Bubba. Bubba, what's good, man?
Salute, BJ. Salute to the panel. On the topic, is Jimmy Butler a top 5 player? Yeah, I'll give him that because of his performances this postseason. He's increased his production from the regular season to the playoffs, and that's what you want to see from your superstar. You know, if I had a player giving me that production on my team, I would have been so great to have a player like that. But with that also being said, he has to be, just like H30 said, he has to be consistent in the regular season, because they came up with the stat that Jimmy Butler scored 40 points in the regular season like 5 or 6 years ago. He barely goes off crazy in terms of scoring wise in the playoffs than he does in the regular season. People in the media want to see that in the regular season consistently to give him that top 5. That's why I believe he doesn't get that type of love from them. But this year, I believe that they can get to the finals, but I don't see them winning it. I see the Lakers winning the championship. But if Jimmy Butler wins the championship, I'm gonna be happy for him, even though I hate him. But I'm gonna be happy for him.
Which is better? Which is better?
Hey, hold on. Who you got
Which is
winning the
better?
championship?
The Lakers are gonna win the championship.
Which is better?
Really?
Get
Yeah.
being
Really?
great in the playoff or being
We
great in
already
the
Wait. Let me
said
regular
say
it
that.
season?
Let me say this. Just because they're down 2-0 doesn't mean anything. The Raptors were down 2-0 to the Milwaukee Bucks, and they walked them down 4 straight. So
Yeah,
them
they
being
ain't the
down 2-0,
Raptors.
it don't mean
They got the
nothing.
best player in the NBA. They had the best player in the NBA though.
Who?
They had the best player in the NBA though.
Who you talking
You
about?
talking about Kawhi?
The best player. Who's the best player in the NBA? Kawhi fucking Leonard. When we talking healthy. You can't speak on 19. And actually, he was on one leg in 2019 and did that.
If we talking healthy, hell no, Jimmy Butler ain't top
All right.
5.
So I have a question for Andre.
Hey, so let me ask y'all this. Let's focus on both of BJ's questions, not one of BJ's questions.
Hold on. Let's get Bruce's question out first, and you come back to me. Go ahead, Bruce.
Andre, which is better? Being great in the playoff or being great in the regular season? Carmelo is great in the regular season, but I mean, has he performed in the playoff as he should?
I want a combination of both.
Okay.
All right, bro. Give my shot now.
I'm
Go
a,
ahead, brother.
All right, so check this out. Y'all cherry picking the questions. BJ said he gave y'all initial question, and then he said scratch that question, and y'all avoided when he said scratch that question. Who do you want to win the championship? And if you're gonna sit here and say that Jimmy Butler is gonna miss the play-in games, the playoffs on Dallas's team, if you think they're gonna miss the playoffs, and you think Luka's gonna come to the Heat and do what Jimmy's doing on the Heat, or is it swaps? Put Jimmy on Golden State. If you think Curry Curry needs a lot of defensive help on the team, even though he's a better defender now. If you think Curry's going to the Heat with that team and doing what Jimmy. Bro, y'all not thinking out these questions very clearly because they not going to Miami and doing what Jimmy Butler doing. They
Wait,
not.
bro, but Jimmy has missed the playoffs before, so what are you saying?
We talk. BJ's question was right now. He wouldn't. BJ's question wasn't before.
When
He
is
said
Jimmy
right
Butler
now.
missed the
That's what I'm
playoffs?
saying.
He missed it in
Y'all not paying
2016.
attention to the question.
That was like 7 years
got
ago.
hurt, bro.
But, nah, he wasn't hurt. He played 67 games. He wasn't hurt.
That was like 7 years ago.
But
So
BJ
why do you
doesn't matter.
hate?
BJ's question
Why do you hate
was
Jimmy
focused
Butler,
on the present,
Andre?
was it not?
That was way too far along.
Yeah.
But Luka's in year 5. Jimmy's in year 11, 12. He's in his prime. Luka's not even in his prime yet.
He said right now. He didn't say project 11 years. He said who y'all want right now to win the championship. He said right
Is
now.
Luka in his prime?
I don't think Luka could win.
That's not the
Yeah,
point.
I think
I
he
want
is.
Luka to win a championship.
I don't think Luka could win a championship if he went to Miami because he's an ISO player, and that ain't how Miami play.
He ain't gonna win a championship. Period. Playing the way he playing.
Yeah, that's why him and Kyrie didn't work.
Exactly. And again, y'all keep throwing curveballs to BJ's question. What BJ? Repeat your question word for word, and then y'all answer the
If
question.
I'm on,
Luka.
if I have a guy who I want to lead, let me give you all my 5 players I'm taking to win a championship. That's what it's about, winning a title. There's 5 players I would take on my top. If you ask me, BJ, who can I pick out of anybody in NBA? I'm picking Kawhi, Steph, Jokic. 4th would probably be
Shit, Jimmy.
I don't know. It's hard because that's how watered down the league is. Or Jimmy Butler, I'll put him in there. Who would y'all pick? Would you pick Kevin Durant to win a championship over Jimmy Butler? Let me ask y'all that question. If you had your mortgage, your house to bet on it, and I'm like, what guy do I want to win a championship with? Are you picking Kevin Durant over Jimmy Butler? What you've seen in the last 3 seasons?
Nope.
Giannis. I said Giannis. My fault. Giannis.
Nope.
Yeah, Giannis. I forgot to name Giannis in my top 5.
No.
Are you picking Jason Tatum?
Nope.
Are you picking Devin Booker?
Nope.
No.
Joel Embiid?
No.
Nope.
Oops.
Okay.
Andre.
LeBron James?
Nope.
Hell no.
Yeah, hell yeah.
LeBron James. Did you see that game, man?
Hey, y'all keep wanting to go backwards and talk about people, but
Yeah,
why
this
y'all
ain't
want
a
to go back and
lifetime
talk about
achievement
LeBron
award.
missing the fucking playoffs all the damn time? Why you want to talk about that if you want to go
Hey,
back
hold
a
on,
year or
hold
two?
It's not
Hey,
a
Matt,
lifetime
Matt,
achievement
Matt,
award.
Y'all's mindsets change per player y'all like, and that's not how you supposed to scout new
LeBron had
players.
an easy layup. Try to do All-Star game dunks and missed.
It's not a
Right.
lifetime achievement award, people. Y'all keep trying to act like LeBron's that same player. He not.
He ain't. He like 80
I'm
years
still
old trying to
taking
play
him
with
over LeBron.
25
I'm
year
still
old.
taking him over Jimmy.
But BJ, why we
You're
judging
delusional.
Luka? BJ, why we judging Luka year 5 to Jimmy in year 12
because
and year 11?
it's not Bubba. It's not me judging. It's what the media's putting out
Nah,
there.
that's what Get My
They're the
Son
ones.
talking about.
They're the ones who.
Call him Baby Bird.
But
They're
because he said
saying
do you
that.
want to win a championship? He didn't say do you want to plan for a championship 6 years from now. The man said if you want to win a championship this year, right now, who you got? And Jimmy's the better player than Luka right now. And we talking. And as far as that goes, Jimmy keeps getting better and better every year. So who's to say Luka won't get worse next year? Like. And until Luka decides to play defense, his team is not following him to a championship. You got to put in effort on defense, and Curry realized that. It took
And he's
Curry 7-8 years to realize that, but he realized that, and he changed, and that's how he won a
Look,
championship. Until
look.
Luka does that, he's not over Jimmy.
Bro, so
Look,
you telling
this
me Jimmy Butler at 33 years old, he just entered his prime?
No, he's been actually to be, and this is
He ain't been this good in the past. These past 3 or 4 years, this man's a different player. Like I
Why
said, when
we
he lost
acting
to
like Jimmy
Kawhi,
Butler won one good DeMar DeRozan game for being out the playoffs?
Bro, he still made it.
it don't matter. Where's he at? Where's Luka at? Luka didn't even have that chance, so.
Luka team had a winning record with him this year.
in the
And
season.
he quit on his team. He laid down.
And
No,
that's
they got
something else
Kyrie
too.
and they all laid down.
That's
The
is that
management made
and I
him quit.
forgot.
That man got Christian Wood over there, Kyrie. That's 3 potential All-Stars on
Name
one team,
one
and they can't
defender
even
on
make the
that team.
playoffs, bro.
Name
Yeah,
one
but you got
defender on
two
that
ball
team.
dominant players trying to play alone.
Reggie
Name
Bullock,
one defensive player
Reggie
on that
Bullock,
team.
Reggie Bullock.
Reggie Bullock,
He
man,
ain't
come
no.
on.
Hey man, I wish Unc was in here
You
because
said
he
you said
wouldn't
name a defender. He's a damn defender.
He when he wants to be.
big
Come
He's
on,
he's a
man.
big
defender.
tone. Hold on,
He's a solid
I
defender.
gotta say this. Because I just remembered Jimmy Butler is more than just a scorer. So when he's not scoring 25, 30 points throughout the season, y'all gotta look at his totality of his game.
He
He
rebounds.
actually takes away, he gives up shots for his teammates. He don't care about nothing else but winning. So when I see he's not scoring 25, 30 points, I'm like, okay, well, he can score it. Y'all seen it in the bigger moments in the playoffs when his team needs it, but he doesn't have to score 25, 30 points. And what I also see about Jimmy Butler, he's a leader. Luka Doncic don't come off to me as a leader.
To
And I don't think
piggyback
that's
on
going to
what
change.
The only knock I would give on Jimmy is in the regular season he's too unselfish.
but this unselfishness is what the others on the team like. They're gonna battle. They're going to battle for Jimmy. They're gonna kill themselves for Jimmy because they had the chance to touch the ball, to shoot, and they have
True. That's true.
Who what, can y'all name the starting five for the Miami Heat?
Yeah.
I mean, Gabe
it's
Vincent.
fluid.
I mean, I can,
I can't name
I'm
it.
gonna let somebody else answer the question
Gabe
because
Vincent,
clearly
Strus,
they need to
They
prove
don't have a
themselves.
set one though.
Bam, and Love.
They
Okay.
don't really have a set.
You got exactly. You got two. Your backcourt is undrafted players. Your starting backcourt is undrafted. Think about that.
No, because
Your starting backcourt is undrafted players.
Yeah.
And then Bam Adebayo, you talking about inconsistent.
Production over names, BJ. Production over names.
Mad Max, I know you like stars over there with LeBron, but you might not understand this. When you have a team that doesn't have all that star power and they have undrafted players, that's impressive to me.
Right.
There's something to say about that.
But let's not act like them boys ain't out there producing.
Why do you think they producing? Why do you think they producing?
It's a great culture.
And it's a great player leading them, man.
Giving them the confidence.
That's what makes that guy a
Lakers
special
had to go out
player.
here and get a bunch of proven ass people. That's what BJ trying to say. They had to go get Hachimura.
I don't respect that, man. I don't respect you trying to
None
stack
of
the
them people
deck.
Lakers got proven, bro.
Man, bro, what you mean? The people that he got ain't even drafted.
But that's the point.
Exactly.
Production over names. That's the.
And that's because of that man on the
How many
screen,
people
man.
in the NBA was trying to trade for Strus? Caleb Martin. Who was trying to trade for him? Everybody was trying to get Hachimura, so.
No, they wasn't. The Suns just came out and reported they rejected Jay Crowder for Hachimura. What is you talking about?
Hey, man. Hey, if Max Strus was playing with LeBron, how would he look?
Terrible.
If Gabe Vincent was playing with LeBron, how would he look?
If they was making shots, they'll look good.
They wouldn't be on the court.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. You hear what all LeBron fans say, making shots. That's their main cry. Making shots. Dude, you can't make a shot if you're not touching the ball. If you're not touching the ball and you just standing in the corner, you can't make a shot because most players out there.
That's the same cry going through the Dallas Mavericks right now, too.
I want to talk to somebody that know basketball. You just go on 1,000 podcasts to hate. You don't even watch the game, Ingles.
Nigga, first of all, get off your knees, number one. Secondly, because you when you on your knees, you can't think straight. You have to listen to what people saying. Get up first, and then listen to what I'm saying. In order for a person to be productive, they have to touch the ball. That's any NBA player. I don't care who it is. You can't walk on the court cold and expect to hit a shot. I don't care if it's wide open or not. You have to be in some type of rhythm. You know that too.
But BJ,
but see, y'all be on y'all knees so much, so y'all can't think straight.
What's up, bro? What's up, Bubba?
But BJ, we can't use that undrafted logic because Austin Reeves was undrafted and he's the starting shooting guard for the Lakers and he's actually giving you good production as an undrafted player. So,
but how much did he have to prove himself before he even got time on the court?
but Gabe Vincent had to prove himself too. All the undrafted players in Miami.
So he has Anthony. So is LeBron James the best player on his team?
Nope.
No, he's not.
No. Hell no.
So how in the hell
been the best
can
player on the
LeBron
team
James
since
be better than
Anthony
Jimmy
Davis
Butler?
got there.
How in the hell can LeBron James be better than Jimmy Butler?
But who said that?
I'm asking Mad Max.
Oh,
Both of them better than Jimmy Butler.
Who?
That's cap.
Who?
That's cap. I give you Anthony Davis, but LeBron not better than Jimmy Butler.
Yeah,
But I don't think AD is better than he's better than Jimmy.
not better than
blind
Jimmy
Max,
Butler.
man. Blind.
Oh,
Blind
AD
Max.
is better than Jimmy Butler.
No,
Yes, he is.
No,
I'm taking AD over Jimmy Butler, but LeBron, no.
Not in a million years. I take AD.
Bro, hell no.
I will.
All because of this one
Give
thing.
me AD.
It's only this one thing.
So if that's the case, put Anthony Davis in Miami, put Jimmy on the Lakers, and what's going to change?
They would never seen the playoffs.
Never seen the playoffs.
They would have never
Are you
seen
sure
the
about that?
playoffs.
You sure about that?
I'm positive
Well,
about
we saw it a lot in
That's
New
such
Orleans.
horrible logic, bro.
Dude, no, wait, hold.
So you
That's
gonna
the
ban
difference. See, look, man. First of all,
Because in Miami,
no,
AD has to lead.
you're lying. You're lying, Shine. You're lying, Shine. You're lying.
His stuff.
Anthony Davis actually made the playoffs with the Pelicans. Actually, you're lying. That's number one.
He made the playoffs when playoff Rondo went over there showing out. Yeah,
it doesn't matter. He still made the playoffs. No matter who, regardless of who on the team, he still made the playoffs.
Did he get out?
He
the
just
first
ran
round?
into Golden State.
Jimmy Buckets keep getting out the
Jimmy
first
Butler
round.
all the credit.
He just ran into Golden State. You remember at both times he made the playoffs, he ran into Golden State. You do remember that, right?
Anthony Davis couldn't even win a series. He couldn't even make the series competitive.
He ran into Golden State. How many times? Dude, he ran into Golden State.
Rondo was over there.
He beat the
Trailblazers. They weren't beating Golden State, bro.
Yeah,
They ran into Golden State. They weren't beating Golden State.
So I just want a question for y'all. So what
they
makes
ran
AD
into Golden
better?
State first round?
Didn't they play Portland too, though?
Why? Okay, so what did Jimmy Butler do the first round?
The second year they played Portland.
What
They
did
lost
Jimmy
to
Butler
Portland,
do in the
Lillard
first
did.
rounds? What's Jimmy Butler doing in the first rounds as AC?
Hey man, that's different though. That's different.
Where Golden
That's
State at
different,
right
though.
now? Where Golden State at? Where Jimmy Butler at?
What you mean they out? I mean they lost to the Lakers. I mean
that's my point. Jimmy does this shit on his own. AD not doing it.
Hold on now. Hold on. Wait. We're not doing that now. Hold on. We're not doing that now because Golden State is coming off a championship. Wait a minute now. See, you're going too far now. Golden State just coming off a championship last year. Jimmy Butler didn't win a championship last year. So this might be his only chance to win a championship. We're not doing that now. Let's not go that far now. Hold your horses. Slow your roll. Jimmy Butler doing good, but slow your roll now.
Hall of Famers is on Miami.
Slow your roll.
We can name Hall of Famers on Golden State.
It doesn't matter. LeBron been doing that. Listen, bro. If you want to talk about carrying talent somewhere, LeBron been doing that his entire career. We're not finna do that now. We're not going down that road. When you talking about carrying less to the best.
Explain carrying. Because
what you mean? Man, LeBron been doing that literally almost his entire career. Carrying less to the best. He been doing that literally his entire career almost. Besides when he went to Miami and when he went back to Cleveland that second time.
That's cap.
In 2018. So in 2018 he didn't carry that team?
Who was on the team?
Yeah, Kevin Love, Kyrie was gone. Kevin Love and those guys.
Kevin Love is an all-star Hall of Fame talent.
Dude, Kevin Love was not. Man, stop it, bro. We're not finna do that now. We're not doing that.
Let me get back to something real quick.
Kevin Love was the most sought-after player in the NBA besides Chris Bosh.
Not at that point.
Let me do this, man, because I know we kind of getting off topic. But the reason why I would pick Jimmy Butler and Anthony Davis, a few reasons. One is that he actually, for me, he's mentally tougher. So if I got a mentally tough as my leader, Anthony Davis, he's not a leader. Jimmy Butler's a leader. He gets the best out of everybody on that team, does not need a stacked team to actually win, and he actually puts belief in you as a player. Coming from being a player myself, that matters on the court.
Anthony Davis
not a
never had a fat
coincidence.
team though, BJ.
No, but
Yes, he
AD's
has.
never.
No, he
AD does
hasn't.
not. AD doesn't have
What do you
the.
call
He
LeBron
does.
James?
AD does not have
That's
the.
one player.
AD does not have the mental capacity. I can just watch and see. He's not a mentally tough player.
Nope.
And that you can't put that and tell me that that's my guy
He puts
that will
fear
put
in
with
his
you.
own
He's more
team.
He's more talented. He's more talented than Jimmy Butler, but he's not a better leader. He's not mentally tougher, and he doesn't get the best out of his teammates.
Well,
That's why I said if I have 5 players, who would you guys
Leadership, man.
want to win a championship? Are you telling me that you would say Anthony Davis? You'll trust him over
yes,
Jimmy
I'm
Butler?
taking Anthony Davis over. I'm taking Anthony Davis over
So you trust him
Jimmy
to win a
Butler
championship.
twice.
You trust him to win a championship. You trust him to win a
Yes,
championship
yes,
over Jimmy
I'm taking.
Butler.
See, the thing is, see, first of all, Anthony Davis don't win a championship until Jimmy Butler get there. He has to get there first. Y'all doing too much, man.
He has.
Y'all
that
talking
guy.
about guys that don't win
Championship.
championships.
Hold on, Mingle.
Y'all talking about guys that don't win championships, but Jimmy Butler got to get to that point. You can't take him over players that don't win championships already.
Mingle, he was just
Jimmy Butler didn't handle down LeBron James 4 years
Mingle.
ago.
Now you switching it up. Mingle, you switching it
Hold
up.
on. You say he didn't have LeBron. You say he didn't have LeBron James.
They were struggling to beat the Miami Heat. Miami Heat missed half their team.
They are struggling. They beat Miami in 6 games, dude. That ain't struggling.
That ain't struggling. That's a long
They beat him in 6 games. Stop it. That's not struggling.
But hey, Mingle, I'm asking you a question, bro. You're telling me, right? You're telling me forget everything. Your mortgage,
taking Anthony Davis over Jimmy Butler. Yes, I'm telling you. Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm taking Anthony Davis over Jimmy Butler. Yes.
All right.
That first championship Jimmy Butler went to, he wasn't even the leading scorer on that team. Like I keep talking about, he had.
Did I just say? Hold on. See, this is the problem. Y'all focus on scoring too much.
All right.
He's not just a scorer. He does so much else for that team.
Mind you, y'all keep on saying. Hold on, mind y'all. Y'all keep on saying that Anthony Davis had LeBron.
What does Anthony Davis do everything but for his team? What are you talking about?
But y'all keep on saying Anthony Davis had LeBron.
How many points?
How many points of the team? So therefore, that's what you got to judge.
exactly.
So
but see, y'all keep on going through that same thing.
Y'all right behind LeBron James' coattail.
He's not riding LeBron James' coattail. That's cap.
He better than Jimmy
That's
Butler.
cap.
LeBron is.
Why Anthony Davis down 2-0 right now on the verge of getting swept?
That's cap. Because the thing is, Anthony Davis.
went
Before
4 for
Anthony,
15.
hold on. Well, since y'all say he riding LeBron coattail, answer me this then. In 2019, LeBron also was on the Lakers. What happened that year?
LeBron is his shield.
Okay, so y'all ain't gonna answer. I know y'all ain't. 2019, he missed the playoffs. He missed the playoffs. So 2020, when Anthony Davis got to the team. So when Anthony Davis got to the team, what happened that year? When he first got to 2020, what happened?
I'll answer that question for you. I'll answer the question for you. 2019, they had the Lakers had LeBron had the Lakers in the 4th seed before he went down, got injured. With guys like Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, Brandon, he had that team as the 4th seed in the East. LeBron James don't have to prove. LeBron James don't have to prove anything to prove he can carry. Anthony Davis, when he was in New Orleans for 8 years, how many times did they make the playoffs?
Twice.
Two times.
Out of 8 years. That's why I tell you, he's not a leader. He has all the physical gifts, but he's not a leader.
But hold on, listen at this though. But listen at this though.
Hold on, Max. Who in the hell does Jimmy Butler have?
Names over production.
Okay, then you don't tell me about who he had. Go ahead.
People always say that LeBron had the Lakers in the 4th seed, which he did. But what they won't tell you is that the 4th seed to the 8th seed was only separated by like 2 games. That's what they won't tell you.
And they were making the playoffs, nigga.
That's what they won't tell you. They won't tell you that. From the 4th seed to the 8th seed was only by like 2 games before you went down. That's what the separation was.
When AD went to the Lakers, was AD in the playoff the year before?
He quit. He quit on his season. That
AD was sitting on the bench crying like a little girl.
Right.
Excuse me, Hope. I'm sorry.
What y'all talking about? What y'all say?
AD was on the bench crying like a baby, talking about I quit. 100% healthy. I quit.
You can't, and that
That's who's
matters.
gonna lead. That's who you choosing to lead your team to a championship without LeBron James. You lost your mind. You lost your mind.
When was this? Because Jimmy Butler just set a game out.
Because he
Anthony
was
Davis
hurt.
spent the whole season out 100% healthy. Didn't want asking for a fucking trade.
What? You're mad, man. You're
They
already
set
mad.
him out. He played 50 games. And if
It's
you
not
want to be
just a
real,
name.
the
They
reason why
already
he
set
played
mad.
that man out.
the Pelicans, because they was always tanking. The
That's
organization
crazy,
wasn't
bro.
playing him.
How
But
they
that's
tank him?
wrong,
They
bro.
got a player better than Jimmy Butler because Jimmy Butler team ain't tanking.
They should have, because they ain't winning no chip.
Yeah.
They been to the finals. They been to the finals without LeBron James. And guess what? They going to the finals again without LeBron James. So what?
You don't know that.
That bubble championship don't count.
You put some money on it? Because we can use BJ as a middleman. We can put bread on this.
That bubble championship don't count.
You saying the Heat not going to the finals? Is that what you saying?
I said they ain't gonna win it.
I didn't say that. I said he went to the finals without LeBron. So you keep switching up everything. BJ, me, Bruce, and everybody say you a spin doctor, bro.
He ain't gonna win it. And I said, hey, who?
AD ain't even gonna get there. AD ain't gonna get there without LeBron. So
you said he wasn't going to.
Remind me this: who locked Jimmy down in the bubble in the finals? Who was
No
that?
one.
LeBron,
No one.
LeBron,
No one. No
in the
one.
Not a
finals.
soul.
LeBron.
No one knocked him down. He had two 40-point games, man.
Not a
Yeah,
soul.
and then
He was
lost.
killing the
Because
Lakers. What you
LeBron
mean he
had
was tired, bro?
Okay, but I'm
they
saying
switched
nobody locked
LeBron
him
on him.
down.
They switched
Nobody locked
LeBron
him
on him.
down.
That was the end.
Nobody
That
locked
dude
him
ran
down.
out of gas, bro. Nobody locked
They
that man
switched
down.
LeBron on him, and that was the end.
Nobody locked
He
LeBron.
was
Nobody locked
clipping
him
the ball.
down,
What
bro.
you talking about?
Y'all just saying stuff now. Did
Hey,
y'all watch the series?
if you want to keep talking about what Jimmy do then go back to 2015 since LeBron carried everybody, he folded up in the finals. And go back to 2011 when he had a super team, folded up in the finals. So keep the same mindset. That's all I'm telling you. Keep the same mindset. Because everybody forget about 2015. LeBron folded. It was terrible in the finals.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
all I can tell you is we talking about LeBron and Jimmy Butler. I mean, LeBron beat Jimmy Butler in the finals, so there you go. That should kill the argument right there.
With your favorite player, Anthony Davis, he did.
But there you go.
Go ahead.
All I asked is the question. I'm gonna go around the panel. Y'all know deep down if y'all being honest or not. Would you take
AD.
Anthony Davis over Jimmy Butler to lead your
Not
team
in
to
a
a
million
championship?
I
years.
will.
Hey, put
I
the
will.
caveat in there. No
Okay.
injuries, no
Not in a
nothing.
million
Was
years.
it healthy?
Now, if he ain't healthy, then no. But
I
if he
don't care if
healthy,
he's
hell
healthy
yeah.
or not. He's healthy now.
Nah,
He's
man,
healthy
he
now.
fully
He went
Hell
4
yeah.
for 15. He went 4 for 15 2 nights
He
ago.
ain't
He's
healthy right now.
inconsistent, man.
He not
Dude,
He is inconsistent.
why is the Lakers in the position they in now?
Hope was saying
They
something.
have a
What
good
were you saying?
team, man.
Because LeBron is elevating Anthony Davis to play better than he does
That's
on his
cap.
own.
That's
That's why.
cap.
Because
That
That's cap.
dude,
Okay,
AD is
but
not.
LeBron.
AD is
That's not
So let me
cap.
underperforming,
ask y'all
bro.
this question then. So if LeBron so much elevating everybody, every time Anthony Davis get hurt, why don't the Lakers do anything?
That's count, Mingle.
Oh, okay, let LeBron get hurt. They ain't gonna do nothing. So
There you go. I mean, every time Anthony Davis get hurt, the Lakers never do anything.
I think the
Because
better
he
question
elevated so
is
much. Why he don't elevate the other guys like that
Anthony
then?
Davis. Why is
is
Anthony Davis
Anthony
so
Davis going to the
inconsistent?
finals in Miami Heat with the team Jimmy is? Just no.
I mean, we don't know. That's
Jimmy ain't
hypothetical.
built
I
around
don't
Jimmy. That's dumb
Enough
logic,
said.
bro.
Next topic.
But
I
but the
don't know,
better
man.
question is why is AD so inconsistent game by game?
You can't answer a hypothetical. I don't know.
Because he
No,
gets
why?
traded.
No,
That's
I'm
what
Hold
asking.
on.
No,
BJ
How
why
is
is
he
asking you.
so
AD?
That's what
inconsistent?
BJ's
Why is
asking you.
That's a
AD?
hypothetical.
BJ said on his own, lead his team. LeBron is the leader. Anthony Davis is the better talent right now. LeBron is the leader. That's not what BJ said. BJ said
Why wasn't the
on
leader
his
of that
own.
Raptors team then? If we
One
want to
at a
talk,
time.
we want to get real. Why wasn't the leader of that Raptors team? He was the best
That's
player. He
cap.
wasn't the leader.
What? Okay, so Kawhi Leonard walked in the office and said, hey, Mr. Nick Nurse, your defense with Pascal Gordon, the MVP, Giannis, is trash. I got him from now on. That's what a leader does. Kyle Lowry didn't do that. Next topic.
LeBron and AD did that for Jimmy Butler.
Cap.
Where's the proof? Where's the proof?
Go look it up.
Because
AD
LeBron was going to
Cap.
Jimmy Butler most of the
Frank
time.
Vogel, I got him. AD told
That,
Frank Vogel that. Go look it up.
where's the proof? Where's the proof? You just talking.
Is such a great leader. AD
Go look it
is
up.
AD
Nick
Well, your
Nurse said
proof
this.
is
Nick Nurse said this. Frank Vogel ain't said nothing.
That's funny.
AD is such a great leader that he doesn't want to guard Jokic anymore. I see Hachimura.
Oh yeah, Kawhi guarded Jokic game 7, even though he had a bad offensive game. Kawhi did. He guarded Jokic game 7. Jokic had 16 points in game 7. Okay.
Why is
That's
AD
totally
not
different
guarding
Jokic.
Jokic?
And
Why is
AD blew. Did they blow a 3-1 lead to Jokic?
Yeah, Doc Rivers did. He do that for a living. That's his favorite thing to do.
No. Because when I just brought up AD, you said losing. When I just brought up AD going crazy in the playoffs, you said he lost.
Mad Max.
AD went crazy because LeBron is the leader. BJ's question is AD on his own. Answer the question. Stop talking about AD with LeBron. Talk about AD on his own. Is he gonna do what Jimmy Butler doing in Miami right now on his own? No, he's not.
Keep saying in Miami,
I mean, we don't know that because he ain't on his own.
What the hell is Jimmy?
We do know that he's been on his own before.
And he went to the playoffs twice in the Western Conference.
Too.
In the West, yeah, by Golden State. Man, that guy, you ain't beating Golden State, bro.
Yeah,
Golden State won the championship. Golden State won the championship. Jimmy Butler not beating Golden State, not back in those days. I don't give a damn who you put on the team.
BJ said the man been in the NBA for 8 years, and y'all keep cherry picking one season.
Anthony Davis.
We're not doing that.
Hold on. Let me say this because I'm going back and forth. Like I get my shine on. I'm asking y'all again, and y'all got money. I know y'all got money. If y'all had to put up $200 or $5, whatever you want to put up, and y'all said, okay, you got two choices. I'm taking Anthony Davis. I'm taking Jimmy Butler to lead my team to a championship. Which one are you taking? Very simple question.
Jimmy Butler all the time.
I got Anthony Davis still.
Not in the million years.
I got Jimmy Butler. It ain't even a debate.
I still got Anthony Davis. Yeah, I got Anthony Davis, bro. That's. I mean, he ain't gonna change my mind. It is what it is.
You gotta be a dog mentality to win the championship, and AD ain't got that.
Nope.
It is what it is. I got Anthony Davis. It is what it is, though.
I take myself off.
And you're gonna be nursing his injuries.
And that's what I told y'all. See, that's the only thing. That's the only thing that worries me about Anthony Davis. Can he stay healthy?
That's part of it.
Nah, that ain't the only thing. Hold on, that ain't the only thing. That's not the only thing. No. That's Kawhi is the only thing is injuries. Anthony Davis, that his heart and his will is not is as less as his injuries, bro.
And his consistency
in the playoffs, bro. This is the first year he's been inconsistent. Check his playoffs.
How many times? Hold on. How many times? Hey, Mad Max, how many times has he made the playoffs for it to have a big sample size? He's only made the playoffs, 5 years out of his career.
Yeah, 5.
So you don't even have that big of a sample size.
Hold on. How many times have Jimmy Butler been the leader to make his team to the playoffs?
Okay.
What are we saying?
Leader. So now you changing. Now you want to change it up. See how you try to change it up?
Right.
You try to say I ain't answering that bullshit. Don't try to joyce me, man.
Leadership the whole time, ain't it, Mingle?
You can't joyce me, bro.
Ain't they been talking about leadership the whole time? Now when I bring it up,
they did mention. Somebody mentioned leadership. They did.
Hey, Anthony Davis ain't even the leader of his own team right now. So what are we talking about?
Somebody did mention leadership.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy's a better leader. That supports my point.
Rajon Rondo was the leader when they won this when they beat Dame Lillard, number 3 seed Portland. Rondo was the ticket. Anthony Davis was just scoring and doing his thing. Rajon Rondo was the leader.
But you gotta understand though, they still ran into Golden State. That's what y'all missing, bro. They not beating Golden State, bro.
The point is Rondo was the
They
leader.
ran into Golden State. Everybody talking about what he did, but they ran into Golden State. And Golden State won the championship both years.
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant.
Why did
he played 8 years? How many years he been in the league and he ain't done that? Stop cherry picking 1 year with LeBron and 1 year on the Pelicans. Rajon Rondo is the leader over there, and now LeBron's the leader over here. So how many years? How many years Anthony Davis been in the league? He been the own leader. Never.
We talking about 2 years on the Miami Heat. Because if you break Jimmy Butler total career, it don't fucking compare. It don't.
I have a question.
It don't compare to who?
Jimmy Butler been leading his own team for what, 3 or 4 years now? Anthony Davis ain't led his own yet.
I have a question. Mingo
Yeah, yes, he did.
No, he didn't. Rajon Rondo was the leader over there.
Man, Ray John, man, get out of here with that, bro. So
Anthony
that's
Davis
hold on.
record for
So
calling
Shine,
Rajon Rondo
hold
and
on,
begging
Shine.
Rondo
So
to
Shine,
get to the
hold
Lakers.
on.
This is his own
Who's been
record.
the lead on the Warriors?
Hold on. So take LeBron, take Anthony Davis off that team. So Rondo leading that team to the playoffs.
Yeah,
led them to the
Rondo can
championship.
make the playoffs. Yeah, he can do that.
Man, Rondo wasn't leading. Oh, stop it. Rondo was not leading that team to the playoffs without Anthony Davis.
Rondo going in the Hall of Fame. You
You're
realize that,
talking
right?
nonsense, bro. Stop it.
Rondo led that team in the
Davis.
finals.
DeMarcus Cousins.
Hold on. Bruce, go ahead.
Rondo led that Lakers team in the
Mingo
finals.
Jester, I have a question.
I'm listening.
If Jimmy Butler wins the championship, is he better than AD?
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. No
By far.
hesitation.
He already is.
I put him up there. He'll be in
He
the
already up
conversation.
there. He already up there. He already up there.
Until Anthony Davis goes to the
I'll put him in
finals
the
without a
conversation.
Hall of
Come
Famer,
on,
he
bro.
ain't shit.
That's what I'm talking about, man. We don't want to give Jimmy Butler his props, man. I don't know
No,
why.
it ain't that. I don't want to get Jimmy, but bro, we talking about guys that done did a thing and done really
What
been
has
doing this
AD
shit.
done,
He ain't
bro?
did
None of
nothing.
them guys did this, bro. With the roster that he has to win them a championship, bro, none of those guys did this. And Kawhi is my favorite player. Kawhi is my favorite player. Even this Raptor championship, if Jimmy Butler pulls this off, that would be more impressive than that 2019 run.
It would.
If he pulls this off,
In
I don't think it's
2019,
gonna
it
be
was the
easy.
best run of all
A
time.
Miami championship would be
It's
one
one
of
of
the
them.
most impressive championships.
Yeah, it's probably like number 5, maybe 4.
Jimmy Butler, what he's doing, man, is unbelievable, man. Like, no, that he's already up there right now.
BJ.
He pull this up, he gonna be above it, huh? What's up?
A Miami championship this year will be one of the most impressive championships in history of basketball.
I still think
like
Dirk had the best run.
I think that would be. I was about to say Dirk. I think that would be even more impressive than Dirk's.
It won't.
Because he don't have no Hall of Fame, bro. He has no Hall of Famers on his team.
Dirk ain't really have no players on that team. Who he had?
Jason Kidd
and Karan Butler was hurt.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd, Jason Terry, Tyson Chandler.
This is what you saying. All these guys were late on in their career. Jason Terry was late on in his career. Jason Kidd was late on in his career. All these guys were older, bro.
It don't matter. Experience means just as much as you done.
Migo Jester, why do you hate Jimmy Butler?
I don't hate Jimmy Butler. I just said that. I think Jimmy Butler is a great player. I don't hate Jimmy Butler. I think he's really good. I think what he's doing right now is really good. But when you talk about, like, when you compare these players, there's a lot that go into it.
So is Jimmy Butler top 5?
Top 5? You talking about in the NBA right now?
Yes.
Yeah. No. I got him top 10 though. I would say he's top 10.
So
now he's not a top 5 player in the NBA, but he's a top 5 playoff performer. If that makes any sense.
Who do you have over him?
You talking about what you? Well, I got. Well, first of all, I got Steph. I got Giannis. I got Embiid. I got Jokic. That's 4. And I got Kawhi when healthy.
No, he's not healthy.
I got a question. So
why do you have Embiid?
Steph entered the play-in without Klay Thompson, and he lost to the rookie Ja Morant. Why is that getting masked over everything? Not here, but the whole sports world.
It counts.
Well, Jimmy Butler missed half his team, and he made the final.
Okay, that's good. Congratulations to him.
As Anthony Davis missed half his team and made the finals.
But I'm gonna tell you this right here though. All that don't mean anything if you don't win a championship with it.
That Miami team is better than
and that's the same reason that me, Hope, and Bruce don't even put LeBron where y'all be trying to put him at, because he don't win. So next topic.
Hey, let me answer that.
Y'all got the most bullshit spin-ass narratives I've ever seen.
Go ahead, the realist. What's good, bro?
I'm not understanding how did LeBron have anything to do with that conversation? What we're just saying.
Hold on.
You just randomly just threw LeBron in there.
Don't get sensitive about LeBron. Get sensitive about your mindset.
Hold on, let
No,
the
I'm
realist
just saying
go.
that was weird, man. That LeBron didn't even have nothing.
Yeah, but because y'all
Hold
spin the
on,
narrative every
Mingle,
time.
get your shine. Hold on. Let the realist go. Then y'all can go at it.
Hey, I'll just say this, man. Talent wise, yes, it's AD over Jimmy. Mental, I'm gonna take Jimmy. Do I think AD? If you give AD this Miami team, do I think he make it to this point to the East Conference Final? No, I don't. AD like the mental part of sports. So, and that's the big thing with Jimmy. Mentally, man, he's a dog. You're not gonna get that from AD. Now, I get it. Mingo looking at the whole he a champion. He's a champion because let's be honest. He played in that bubble. He had LeBron and Rondo. See, people forget Rondo is a big leader too.
He led them in the finals.
A lot of people
The bubble
tell
don't
me
count.
AD was the best player on that team this year.
The bubble don't count.
But see, you forgetting the mental part of it though. Somebody
The
was
bubble
there to
don't count.
mentally get AD
Next,
head into that game though. You see what I'm saying?
Whoa.
the
Go ahead,
bubble don't
Jose.
count.
Facts.
But
Next,
hold on. What have AD showed you that he mentally weak?
Say it again.
What'd you say?
Because people tell me playing with LeBron got to be one of the toughest.
That don't
What
make
happened
him
again?
mentally strong. He's soft as
Man,
baby.
I give y'all that. See,
Hey,
I give y'all that. Jimmy Butler got
here's the
that dog
problem.
in
Hey,
him.
what?
I give
Hey,
you
what
that.
was the?
He do.
What came out? What came out after the Lakers won the championship? What did they say that the players was telling AD in that locker room? You the best player. You the
the bubble
best
don't
player.
count.
So you have to tell him this. He don't believe in himself like that.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why
You
he
don't
called
have
But
Rajon
that.
you.
Rondo to the
Tom
Lakers.
Thibodeau used to have to tell Jimmy Butler that.
But hold on. You got to understand something though. When you got a player on your team like LeBron James, it's a different animal, bro. You cannot. When you got LeBron on your team, it's not know who the best player because LeBron usually be the best player on the team. So with them telling AD he's the best player, that gave him that confidence. Cause LeBron is right there. You do know LeBron standing right there, right?
No, there's some truth in that, but
I,
still,
I thought
he
LeBron supposed to make him better though, make his players better.
But I'm just saying, y'all saying that people had to tell him that he was the best player. But LeBron is right there. So anytime LeBron is on your team, it's always going to be an argument on who the leader of the team is.
Hey,
just
Mingle
out.
Jester, let me ask you a question. If Jimmy Butler was on the Lakers, do you think he's taking a backseat to LeBron?
You took the.
Yeah, he going yeah, because
Hey,
who
Hell
LeBron
no.
is.
no,
Jimmy
he's
Because I'm
not.
Butler
gonna
ain't
tell you
taking a
why. I'm
No,
gonna
he's
tell
backseat
not.
you
to
why he will
No,
nobody.
have
he's
to.
not.
Wait a
No,
minute.
he's
I'm gonna
not.
tell you why he will have to.
Go ahead. Okay, I'm
Hold
gonna tell
on,
you why
DJ,
he's not.
let me get mine off. I'm gonna tell
Go
you
ahead.
why he will have to. I'm gonna tell you why he will have to. First of all, LeBron done won a championship. So ain't nothing Jimmy Butler can tell LeBron that LeBron ain't already experienced or done went through. You can't tell me something that I already done did that you trying to do. So yes, he would be the second option to LeBron James. Now you go.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you why he ain't. Because I saw what he did with him in the bubble. There's
Hmm?
people in the league that just fear LeBron just because he's in his presence. There's two
Right.
people I've seen that doesn't care who LeBron is, what he's accomplished, what he's done. He don't care what when they on the court with him or against him, they go at him. There's only two people I've seen that's done that,
Kawhi is
and
number one.
Kawhi and Jimmy Butler and
Truth.
Steph
Yeah.
Curry too. Steph Curry too.
Truth.
But he's just not. But he's just. I mean, the size and I give it to. I mean, it's kind of
Right.
tough. But Kawhi and Jimmy are the only two I've seen. I've seen KD to an extent when he was at OKC, shy from
Bow
LeBron.
down.
I've seen many players just shy from LeBron. Jimmy Butler ain't
But
going
you,
into no
you you
Lakers
know what,
situation.
BJ? You know what,
That's
Well,
BJ?
not what he's doing.
out of those two guys that
BJ,
you named, out of those two guys that you
I'll
named,
put KD in that too. I'll put KD in that too.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
I
I'm gonna have
don't.
to put
But,
KD in
Okay.
there.
I don't.
but BJ, out of those two guys that you just named, two of those guys beat LeBron either in the playoffs or in the finals. Two of those guys, that would be Steph and Kawhi. Now, Jimmy Butler, on the other hand, he haven't won anything, like I was saying before. So with him being that he haven't won anything, he gonna have to take a back seat to LeBron because LeBron got to show him how to get to the mountaintop because he's never been
I don't
there.
think he
He
needs to. I don't
has
think
been there.
I don't think he needs to LeBron to steer him, bro.
He
I think
do
Jimmy
it. He
Butler,
hasn't
Jimmy
won
Butler
anything.
has so
DJ, what
much.
has he won?
Jimmy
He
Butler
hasn't
has.
won
It doesn't
anything.
matter. But hold on, he's had success though. We talking about success. This dude ain't somebody that's been missing. This dude's been consistently getting to the conference finals and getting to the finals, and the only thing he's missed is an actual either full healthy team or a second
Right.
guy star or co-star. This
Right.
guy don't need to be
I'm gonna tell you what you.
carried, bro.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you where you wrong at. I'm gonna tell you where you wrong at. Because when LeBron first went to when he first got drafted to the Cleveland Cavaliers, I'm about to say when he first went to Cleveland. When he first got drafted to the Cavaliers, he went to the finals in 2007, right? He knew how to get there, but he still didn't win anything. So what did he do? He went to Miami. D Wade that already had a championship, got him on that level, taught him how to win. And what did he do in 2012 and 13? As a leader, he won 2 championships back to back. As a leader,
what did it take for him to get? What did it take?
He had to go to Dwayne Wade, so Dwayne Wade could give him that formula.
Did LeBron lack that confidence at that time? No. Did LeBron James had to go teeter-totter through his confidence? Was he that type of player at the time?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, when did Jimmy Butler? That's why I say that
Jimmy Butler did. He got to a final.
Hold on, Jimmy Butler's never lacked confidence. He's never lacked confidence.
How do you lack confidence? How do you lack confidence when you get to a finals?
You lack because again, Dwayne Wade went to LeBron James. That don't make any kind of sense, bro. In the last minute, and this was documented. There was times LeBron James was passing up last second shots. This ain't nothing new. LeBron James did not have the confidence that he had until after he won those championships with Miami. That's what actually built him to be the player he is now.
Facts.
So you telling me LeBron James get? So you telling me LeBron James get to a final and then he start lacking confidence?
Bro,
that makes sense.
I'm telling you.
Hey, that's going backwards.
Mingle. This was well reported. LeBron James in that 2011 finals against the Mavericks, was he confident in that finals?
Nope.
He got
so the man lacked the man.
LeBron just had a bad series. That's all.
What was it?
He had a bad series.
Was it
like everybody do? Kobe had a bad series in 04. He just had a bad series.
That dude looked like he was shot.
The same thing they told.
He just had a bad series,
bro. If you telling me LeBron James didn't have any lack of confidence before going to Miami, that's crazy.
I don't think he did. He just had a bad series.
His confidence was so
crazy,
low.
bro.
His confidence was so
low. He just had a bad series.
That's all. His confidence was so low. D Wade was going to press conferences with him, babysitting him.
Thank you.
That furthermore proves my point. Ain't that's what I was saying? That's my point. That's what I was saying.
Wait, let me say this.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. I say he had to go to D Wade in order to get what he needed to win. That's what I said.
Okay, what was that thing that he needed?
That's what I was saying.
What was that thing that he missed? What was that thing he was missing?
That's exactly what I was saying.
What he missed?
What was he missing?
You saying the same thing we saying? He ain't had the confidence to win on his own.
No, he was missing that winning formula. He needed the winning formula. He didn't have that. He didn't have the winning formula. He got to the finals, but he just didn't have that winning formula.
He was winning in high school and shit. How he didn't have the winning formula? He winning in high school.
Man, Stein, just hush. Just hush. Bro, just hush. What the hell is you talking about? High school.
He have a winning confidence then. How he didn't have that?
He said high school. Lord have mercy.
It was confident.
You got to win no matter what level you on. You got to have the winning mentality. And
so now we're comparing high school to the NBA.
It was confident.
It's not about talent wise. It's about the mental part of the shit, bro.
Kwame Brown should have been
this is crazy as hell.
It don't matter where you at, bro. You got to have to win. You got to know how to win.
Confidence is the
you
biggest
can't compare high school to the NBA, bro.
So LeBron knew how to win. He didn't have the confidence to do it on his own when he got the NBA because everybody else was a good talent. That's what BJ
saying. He went to the finals. Just what Jimmy Butler did.
He went to the finals and he folded up and left and built up a super team. Jimmy ain't folded up and left. He going right back.
So what had happened was he went and joined D Wade, and D Wade gave him the winning formula. And that's when he broke through.
He went and formed the super team. What he did.
Well, either way you look at it, he went and got the winning formula, and they started winning out there.
He already had the winning formula. He been winning his whole life. He already knew the winning formula.
I mean,
no, he haven't been winning all his life because he hadn't won in the NBA until that moment.
He been winning his whole life before the NBA. He been winning.
He got the baby formula.
Still talking about high school, dude. Get off high school.
Listen.
He's a child in high school.
About. You still got to win. You still got to have the mental.
No, he's a child, dude. You can't compare a child to a man. He's a child in high school,
that's
man.
Irrelevant. That's irrelevant. You got to have the confidence to win on your own, which is what BJ is talking about.
This dude literally trying to compare high school to the NBA.
This is what I'm gonna say though. You got a few minutes left. This is what I'm gonna say. If you got 5 players, Jimmy Butler, who if you got a chance to pick anybody in the league who you choose and win the championship, Jimmy Butler is one of my 5 players.
Absolutely.
I'm not choosing AD first.
Never.
I would choose AD first, but he'll be one of my picks.
Nope. Never. Not top 5.
Not top 10.
He'll be one of my picks.
Not top 10 either. Nope.
You can't pick somebody who's not a leader in my top 5, bro. All those other guys in that top 5 as far as are leaders. AD ain't a leader. AD's not a leader.
A leader, but ain't winning nothing. That's some kind of leader.
You know,
a leader that's going to the final. But see the parameters you're putting on him, bro.
Draymond. Is you picking Draymond?
That's some kind of leader.
That's a dumb take. I'm not answering that.
It's not.
Bruce, go. Bruce, hold on. What you saying, Bruce? No, I ain't answering that, bro. That's dumb. And you know it's dumb. That's like saying Robert Horry got 7 titles. He's better than Bill Russell, or he's better than Kobe Bryant. Nobody's answering that dumb question. Leadership makes a big difference, bro.
You know what he mean.
Exactly. You know what I mean.
So you picking Jimmy Butler over Steph?
No, he never said that.
I'm asking. I ain't saying what he said. I'm asking. Using y'all logic.
Yeah.
Well, why would you ask me that though, bro?
That's a dumb
Steph
question.
ain't never been a leader of his 4 championships.
You are mad, man. You are really mad.
Well, everybody know Draymond the leader of that team. Everybody know that.
No, you are really mad, man. You're mad. Crazy Max, Clueless Max. You're all the mad things.
Nobody can answer that question, but
no, it's
because
ridiculous.
Your question is
ridiculous. It's redundant.
I don't want to say stupid, but I guess I am saying it. But your question redundant. Is, you already know the answers you want, so keep your answers.
Right. That's a stupid question.
Yeah. All right. But I respect the Mingo Jester's opinion. I just respectfully disagree.
I say this to Mingo Jester, and to old boy's point, like most of the guys in the league are talented. The difference in most of the difference in guys in the league, whether they be top 5 or top 100, is confidence. And LeBron didn't have confidence in those first 2 championships, not to where he was supposed to.
He didn't have confidence when he left Miami and went back to Cleveland either. That's why he want to go. I need more help.
Yeah, I need more help.
He had the winning mentality that he learned from D-Wade. First of all, he had the winning mentality before he got to Cleveland. I don't want to hear that bullshit. I don't care what level you're on. You know how to win, you don't.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
He went to Miami. He learned how to win, and he still went 500 in the finals. And
So
he said, "Oh man,
Dwayne
Wade knee might be hurt. Dwayne Wade knee might be hurt, man. I can't just win with Chris Bosh and Ray Allen and 80% D-Wade. I got to go back to Cleveland and call up Love and call up Kyrie." And then when they go over there and you see he can't win over there, oh man, I got to go call up. Man, I got to get to the Lakers, man.
He want the easy win.
He wanted the easier route, and that's undisputable. No one can come up here and tell me anything different. Like LeBron James, once he found the formula to have the benefit of super teams, that you came and you ran with it, and that's fine. There's other players who are not like that. Kawhi Leonard ain't like that. Jimmy Butler ain't like that. Giannis Antetokounmpo ain't like that. They don't try to stack their teams up. They build on what they have, and they they're just different players, man. That's more impressive to me.
Right. There's no question he's a great player. but he will take the easy way out every time if you give it to him.
Yeah, I mean, didn't Kawhi have a chance to go play with LeBron?
Yep. And AD.
Kawhi tried, it didn't work.
No, he did
But
not.
why try? Okay.
He wanted KD. He wanted Jimmy Butler. He got Paul George, chose the wrong person, didn't work. So that logic don't work.
He chose, he wanted one star player. He didn't try to get two and stack his teams. That's what I'm saying. The year prior, before he came to the Clippers, he won with a Toronto team that ain't never won a championship.
Thank you.
So, I mean,
LeBron won with a Cavs team that ain't never won a championship.
That's fine. He also won multiple championships with a super team. All I'm saying is that they're different people. It's just more impressive to see Jimmy Butler doing what he's doing.
Right.
I mean, it's not a weird narrative, Sturdy. It's the truth, bro. You know what stacking the deck is, man. Come on, stop acting brand new. Stacking the deck is when you trying to you telling the Miami Heat fans that you're going to win 7, 8, 9 championships because you know what you did.
Right. Right.
Like, stop acting like you don't know what basketball, bro. Come on, you smarter than that. That was the whole narrative. The same way that people got mad at Kevin Durant for doing what he did with Golden State, the same thing LeBron did. They're exactly carbon copies of each other.
Why
LeBron James had a go
Why
ahead.
did they feel like they could win nine championships?
Because he know what he did.
Yeah,
they know what they did.
That's why he was saying not one, not two, not three.
That goes on your legacy, man. That's just what it is. You can't sit up there and say, "Oh, you just sweep that on the regular." No, that goes on your legacy, man. If you don't, you can stack it, but if you don't succeed in doing that, that goes against your legacy, man. I don't care what you say. It's not the fact that you stacked the deck. It's the fact that you didn't win. You won 2 out of 4 championships, and you didn't even three-peat. Oh, man.
Facts.
Anyway, we're gonna have to shut it down there, man. I know we've been on for quite a bit.
This was good, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all with the talk, man. Jimmy Butler's your top 5 player.
I can't believe they talking about AD over Jimmy. That's crazy. That's wild to me.
That's wild, ain't it? That's super wild.
And they talking about AD like he's did something special. Okay. What was that when it happened?
You said what?
When AD did all these special things, what was that when that happened?
The only thing that people go off AD is off of potential and him winning that bubble championship, and then him every other night saying if he's winning healthy. No,
he got all the talent in the world, but he ain't consistent, and he's soft as baby doo-doo.
Yeah. Well, what you gonna say, Bruce?
Yeah, I was gonna say that even LeBron said that AD is great, but sometimes you have to push him.
You have to push him. A top 5 player, you got to push him. Yeah.
Even that's wild to me.
That's wild. That is. I don't know, man. This is crazy.
Yeah,
but
PJ, the same reason they hate on Paul George, why they don't use that mindset on Anthony Davis? Paul George went further by himself than Anthony Davis ever did by himself.
Because Anthony Davis, I ain't gonna get into that. We all know people that say that are people that just for whatever reason don't really, and that's more of the media doing that. They keep upping Anthony Davis, saying that he's this guy, but he doesn't really, outside of the 2020 bubble, we ain't proven that he's been that top 5 player they ravel about. Right. Paul George, you're right, has had more success doing what he's doing by himself than AD has.
Facts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they hate on Paul George, say he ain't mentally tough, he ain't this and that. They say he's injury prone, he this and that. Okay, Anthony Davis is injury prone, Anthony Davis ain't mental tough. But because Anthony got carried to a championship, and once Kawhi carries Paul George to a championship, then they're gonna have to put him on the same platform as AD.
They
So
won't. They won't because
Jimmy Butler just have to win the championship
they
because
pick and choose.
AD has more talent than Giannis, but yet people said Giannis is a better player. So
It's will.
so if Jimmy Butler wins the championship, are we still gonna say AD is better than Jimmy Butler?
No, I won't.
I don't see how they saying it now.
Yeah,
I
Jimmy
don't see how
better
they
right
saying it
now.
now. I see how they saying it now. If you ain't paying
Because AD
attention,
still can win a championship.
Jimmy's
Wait, he can win he can win a championship without LeBron. Not happening.
So how many players of those in starting lineup in the Miami Heat are gonna start for your team? That's what I'm gonna ask. Is Gabe Vincent gonna start in the Clippers? No.
Hey, Bruce, Hachimura go over to Miami and be a star over there in the playoffs.
Yep.
He doesn't play
Hachimura
defense.
is gonna be something. Hachimura is gonna be something to keep an eye on. That dude can play.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he can play too.
That
Right,
dude can
but
play.
I don't think he's a great defender.
He's solid though.
He ain't no trash defender though.
Yeah, he's a solid defender.
Yeah,
He was slowing up Jokic a little bit in that fourth quarter.
I bet you he's gonna struggle tonight.
Struggle on what? Defense or offense?
Both.
I think the role players play better in LA. I still think Denver wins the series, but it's a known fact, man. Role players shoot better, play better. They have more swagger.
Denver will win tonight. So
I hope so.
I hope so too. They need.
I don't see it. I don't see it going as easy. I think Denver wins, but I like it to be 2-2. But I hope Bruce is right, man.
My mind says the Lakers win tonight, but I hope Denver wins.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But all right, fellas, we'll be back on tomorrow morning, man. Me and Rick. So definitely appreciate y'all coming through.
All right, salute everybody.
All right, BJ, appreciate you letting me
like and
up.
subscribe, people.
Hey, salute, brother.
Appreciate you, BJ.
Appreciate you, bro.
Always good for a good argument and get my day started and make me get me up,
like
keep
and
me sharp on
subscribe,
my
y'all.
Yes, sir.
Peace out. Let me go tend to this back pain, man. I'll holler at you.
All right, man. Great discussion, man, for all of y'all, man, coming through, man. Shout out to all my people, Bruce. Shout out to my man, Get My Shine On, for the $20 donation, man. Shout out to my man Allen for the $1.99 donation, man. Quick point, y'all, man. Like Get My Shine On just said, man. We definitely appreciate y'all coming through with the support, man. Put in a lot of work for y'all to make sure that y'all get all the information, put a lot of time in to make sure y'all get all the great news, man. We definitely appreciate you. So we got something coming up on June 1st. We're going to be announcing some different things for y'all as far as, giveaways that we're going to be starting up, for the off season, as well as we're going to be starting off new memberships for, certain, fan bases. I got different people on different fan bases. So I think it's time that we actually have badges for a couple of reasons. One is to keep the trolls out of certain conversations, and two, to make sure we give y'all actual access, upfront access to what we have going on. We got a lot of good things coming this summer: interviews, live access. Y'all are going to be able to get more deep intel, but y'all have to, commit to, getting some of these memberships. So definitely gonna, put that out there for y'all. Y'all will not be disappointed. But as a bottom of my heart, I definitely appreciate y'all coming through, man. We'll be back tomorrow morning. I'll be with my partner, Rick. We'll be talking about a good subject. So make sure y'all here at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. Oh, I'm sorry, 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific. We'll be back on tomorrow. Respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, put live. Peace. Out of here like swim well.